chump, I just bit off a camel's hump. Animal crackers, I love you. I went to the animal fair, the birds and the beasts were there. The old baboon by the light of the moon was combing his auburn hair. And the monkey, he got drunk and sat on the elephant's trunk. The elephant sneezed and fell on his knees, and that was the end of the monk.
Fucking schedule here. Fuck are these assholes. Hello, assholes. You guys coming? Oh, fuck it. Look at me. I'm Jabroni Gimmick Snavage Jerkoff. I'm fucking Loki. Fuck balls. I was never in the army. Fuck you, jerk off. Look at me. I know a lot about football. I'm Loki. Blah, blah, blah. I love the Red Talk. Losers. Hello, welcome to the Loki and Jabroni show. The worst show on television. I'm the worst part of it. I'm Jabroni. Fucking hate assholes. Dude, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. You know what else is fucked up? Loki and Jabroni show. Do you know what's fucked up? Welcome, everybody, once again to the Loki and Jabroni Show. I, as always, am Loki. To the left of me,
I need your phone because I suddenly became a D&D fan. Excuse me for about 5 minutes, minus give or take 4.
it was Griffin Maria.
Wow, hello.
She's my new fan.
I am Jabroni. And the asshole...
You didn't think about that one for a second.
No, I didn't. I'm still verklempt over that picture, man. And the asshole in the box where he will remain for the rest of the night because he is under punishment is... That's what happens. That's what happens.
We beat him with Tommy Lee's dick.
Yes, we did. I do have to give him credit, though. We did knock out the bumpers for the first ever My Journey with Music tonight. He did a great job. He did.
I ate chicken nuggets.
He ate chicken nuggets and cheeseburgers. The best part was he didn't speak.
I have
We could just get that magic here.
I have some sweet and sour.
It's never gonna happen.
Sweet and sour up in the car if you need it.
Right, yeah, because they don't forget the sweet and sour. And you know why that's not going to happen?
Buffalo and ranch today.
Oh, there you go.
You know why it's not going to happen this week? Because this is your brainchild. This week is Do You Know What's Fucked Up?
And we got some fun stuff.
Hells yes, but before we do that, we'll take a lap around the track and then we'll talk about the XFL real quick.
Yes, we will.
So, who wants to start with what's on your mind?
I'll do it.
Why don't you go ahead? Your haircut looks nice.
Thank you.
Fucking love it.
Thank you.
He looks like a sexier Portuguese
So-
Phil Collins, man. I
so-
love it.
Look at the wince of pain when he says it. It looks so
No,
good.
I think it looks great. It's a
So
good look. It's like Baron Corbin and Phil Collins had a baby.
I just like I was saying off camera, I just literally beat Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes.
And in the end, the whole fucking time, the only motherfucker I wanted to kill was Micah Bell, and that motherfucker got away. So fuck you, Rockstar. Fuck you for letting that fucking weasel get away. You know what? And this is just this, and this is what's on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I randomly went and just shot people just for whatever reason. And this is the one person I wanted to shoot more than anybody else, but the game would never let me shoot this motherfucker. And then he gets away from you, you know? And then the best part about this is I went from being a complete asshole outlaw. In other words, my morale was super, super low all the way down here. I got the achievement for having it super low. And before I died, before Arthur Morgan died, I was a good cowboy. I was a
so
good.
that's the character's name that you
yes,
control.
yeah,
I didn't think you
Arthur
could. I didn't
Morgan.
know if you could name your own cowboy.
No, you can't. That was his name. That was the
Okay.
name it came with.
I got you.
But anyways, I became a good cowpoke at the end, and I helped lots of people, so I got a nice grave with an eagle on it.
Aww.
But let's hope this means better,
Fuck
better
Micah.
sequel
Fuck Micah. All right, that is
for Micah.
no fuck Micah.
It's kind of
that's-
like Formica.
I was really pissed, and I was fighting him too at the end, and then all of a sudden my tuberculosis kicked in, and I couldn't fight anymore.
Oh,
It was
Wait a minute.
so
In the
sad.
game,
in the game,
you can
because
contract tuberculosis.
You got
You got
tuberculosis.
Oregon trailed.
Yes, you
yeah,
did.
you died
Yes,
of
you did.
dysentery.
But it was during the Wild West, so it made it, and actually, as you progressed, he started looking more gaunt, and you couldn't run as much. You couldn't. It really started taking a toll on you, So it was actually really, really fucking cool. The
I
game
keep
was-
forgetting that's an Xbox game and I can just
Yeah.
buy it.
Yeah.
I would, dude. I
Look at
would.
that.
I'll tell you what. Some of the story. Dude, I found a serial killer in that. I found there's so many. There's a vampire in there, a wolf man. There's all kinds of
I know.
crazy ass shit, man. It's so
Yeah.
crazy. I found the ghost train, a fucking ghost locomotive.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
literally just sitting there, and all of a sudden, like, I see off in this distance this fucking light coming at me. And I'm like, that train? And my
Well-
horse isn't freaking out.
This show's over. Let's pack it up and play.
I'll
And
film.
Fucking, I was like, Jay's there. I'm like, baby, you guys see this? Fucking this ghost train comes fucking rolling by. It's fucking super cool that. But great job, Rockstar, as always. From the people that bring you fucking Grand Theft Auto and the people that brought you to first Red Dead. I mean,
Speaking of games, real quick, Resident Evil 2, I think, is out. The remake
Mhm.
looks gorgeous. I've been watching the Twitch streams of it.
Do you have that picture up?
I do.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was the very first PlayStation game. PlayStation.
I remember when you brought it home.
Oh my god!
I was like, ooh. Except for the bad acting.
The intro, but the intro just with the whole the driver has the infection.
Resident Evil 2 has the best intro, I think, when the cops
Yes.
are fighting back
Yes.
the hordes.
Yes, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
and they recreated that whole scene. And as much as Leon Kennedy is a douchebag, in this one they just made him look so fucking cool, man.
Yeah, I didn't like his I know Resident Evil 4 is like everybody loves it, and it's a good game. I didn't like what they did with him so much. But Resident Evil hasn't ever followed a strict continuity.
never.
You know? So
It's just you take it as it will. And I think the series died at 4, to be honest with you. I really didn't.
it definitely peaked, and then
Yeah.
well, 5 and 6 are just mindless action games. I think 4 was
Thank you.
the last
you.
one to have any real fucking
Thank
horror
you.
in it.
Yeah. Thank
7,
you.
though, I gotta say, brings it back. in
I
a
haven't even
good way.
checked it. Because 6 just did it for me. I
Uh,
felt like I was playing
Whole
Tomb
new
Raider.
game. Think of
Felt
it
like I
just-
was playing Tomb Raider.
Yeah, think of it. Resident Evil 7 is a whole new game, whole different game.
I'll have to
Like,
check that.
You let you borrow mine actually. I think
Oh, there
you can play mine, right?
Yeah.
I bought a copy of it. You can't have my expansions, but
No, I'd have to buy them. But what do you got, man?
Other than finishing touches on the first ever My Journey with Music, which I'm very excited about, we find out as we're finishing up the recording of the show that the music world lost another one. May not be as famous as others, but James Ingram
Mm-hmm.
at 66 years old.
That's young, man.
Nowadays, and
That's
especially
young.
where we are now, when we were 22, when
You
we were
think
12,
about
we thought
that, yeah.
66 was old. 66 now?
I mean, my
Ozzy
grandfather died
Osbourne's
at
out there, the
68.
Stones are out there, Kiss is out there, all these grandfathers, great-grandfathers, and they're in their late 60s, early 70s. James Ingram, still a young man, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Had
look
plenty,
at
plenty
how
to go.
far Kiss is pushing it. Before now, they're like, we gotta stop.
Yeah, well, they kind of know it's the end of the road, and we'll
Yeah.
talk about that in a few weeks because Bill Starkey is coming back. Yes, Eddie's excited. He loves it when Bill Starkey's here.
Everybody loves Bill Starkey.
You can't help but love Bill Starkey.
If you don't love Bill Starkey, you're either Gene Simmons or a total asshole, which can be mutually exclusive.
It can be.
Pretty
yes, It can be
much.
both ways. It can
But
go
yeah,
both ways.
he did Yamo be there with Michael McDowell, Baby Come to Me, somewhere out there with, was it Linda Ronstadt for the American Tail?
Yeah,
movie?
American Tail, yeah.
Just a lot of great stuff. You know him, even if you don't think you know him. And man, what a great voice! And it sucks that he's gone. We're losing again. It's starting again with the musicians. And I don't want 2019 to be what 2015 and 2016 did to us.
Yeah, that would be nice, but we'll have to wait and see. Unfortunately,
As long as we have Lionel Richie.
Yes.
dancing on the ceiling, baby.
Exactly.
If God could take a moment and get away from taking the musicians and maybe take like
Hey,
some scum buckets.
Maybe he wants his own fucking Woodstock.
He's got some great music up
Maybe
there
he wants
already.
his own Woodstock. All right, he's just putting it all together.
I
maybe-
understand.
You know, it's like a Madden team. You know, you can take from any
Pick and choose
generation,
your-
right?
pick and choose.
Exactly. The all Madden team can from any generation. So
There's
it's the
something
same idea.
sticky on
See?
my chair. I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
Eddie.
if there is a God, break it down. He's got the best wrestlers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's got the best musicians.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's got
he got entertainment for days,
Oh yeah.
fucking days, man.
Some of the best comedians.
and he's got Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah.
He got George Carlin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? He wakes up.
Talk about irony.
He wakes up to George Carlin every fucking day. You
Yep.
know he does too.
George is giving the morning announcements
George
like
is like,
that lady in kindergarten.
Good morning, you motherfucker.
You know, day one.
Why don't you get that fucking cock out of my fucking mouth, you fucking piece of shit? I am sick and tired of looking at your god ass.
Okay, I gotta back off on this.
I think day one, God grabbed George Carlin by his collar and said, "Oh, you want to worship the sun, motherfucker?"
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Shit changed.
That's why George Carlin is God's fucking alarm clock.
Nah, it could be. It could be, but a lot of exciting
Wake
things.
up, you piece of shit.
I do have to piggyback my other point. Look at you, gimmick abuse.
I was
Tempting.
gonna.
In fact,
I will. As soon as I say that not only did the Royal Rumble way not live up to expectations, but
No, let's
right
be honest. It sucked.
right after the Rumble, I had the gimmick machine working for nearly 2.5 hours. And guys, April 7th, WrestleMania, we are returning to the deck in Westbrook, Connecticut for the WrestleMania party. This is going to be something else.
Who else saw Becky Lynch running in as soon as Lana fell down?
Oh, all of us. You can't not say that.
Like, come on, man.
I didn't
And then-
see it, but
and then-
that seems
and
to
then
be
Lana-
the standard.
Lana
formula.
goes back to freaking thing and starts crying. This was my year. I was going.
First of all,
This
terrible
was- this
acting
was
job
your-
on
this
Lana.
was- this was your year to get thrown over in 30 seconds. You're
Mhm.
right, Lana. You're absolutely right. I mean, granted, she anything that the man touches is gold.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna lie.
She's amazing.
But she didn't need to be in that.
No.
She didn't need to be in that. I kind of felt like
Ah.
she pushed her boundaries a little much in that. Out of everything that she could have interfered with, can we use the word interfere?
Yeah.
With anything that she could have interfered with, that was the one match I didn't think she.
At the beginning of the show, I had in my mind that she was going to pull something like this.
I knew she was.
Lose to Asuka, join the Rumble, win the Rumble, go on, face Rousey at WrestleMania, which they did their face-to-face on Raw, from what I understand.
Yeah.
But
No, absolutely.
if someone was going to infiltrate from the female side, the male Royal Rumble, why not be the man, Becky Lynch? No, instead we got Nia Jax. If that wasn't the most awkward RKO I've ever seen delivered, that was the daintiest RKO. And I give Randy Orton a lot of credit. He tried. He did his best. He tried to make it look as awesome as possible. It looked like me RKOing you into the pool.
Who sold that? Was
Nia.
Because if you look at her face, she totally sold it. She's the
yeah.
only one who sold it. Like Randy's like,
he was afraid.
Randy's like, I'm gonna lose 20,000 fucking followers
Yeah.
from Twitter as soon as I fucking
Here
drop
come
this
the
bitch.
feminists. They're gonna lose their
As
shit.
soon as I drop 20,000
I was gonna say,
people.
if you really want to make things interesting, make the women's
Right,
Royal
see-
Rumble the return of Hulk Hogan. Have him leg drop everybody.
You guys gotta understand, Ray could do that all day because he's Mexican.
Yeah.
So he's allowed to hit women. They just they do that as a fucking.
Having said that, the women stole the show again. The 2 title
Yes, they
matches.
did. Yes, they did.
They're really.
Asuka.
Asuka looked amazing
Can I
again.
just finally? They're using her. Real quick, your man. What a stupid match. What a stupid match.
I did not understand the booking of that match at all.
Did you watch him on Twitter? Did you
Who?
watch him?
No,
AJ
I didn't.
and fucking all they were talking
Oh, not
about.
that match. I thought you were talking about
No, I was
Balor
saying your
and
man.
oh,
No, but
yeah,
your
AJ.
man is also AJ. So
Yeah.
when I say your
Both
man,
my guys were in
I know,
title
I
hit.
know, but we haven't hit my man. I was gonna say
Mhm.
my man. You know, my man is always fucking. I love Brock. I don't
Barack.
I don't
Lesnar.
care. I don't care how bad he pisses people off. The reason why he pisses people off is because he is that good.
He's an attraction.
You could see him going in and destroying people though. Can't you? Look,
CBS News.
If
CBS Sports News. I know you're
if
trying.
Balor, and I know you love Balor,
Mhm.
but if Balor did this, would you buy it?
No.
You couldn't. But with Brock,
To
you
show
can,
up only every other pay-per-view and
Well, no, just destroy people though. That's my point.
No, it
is
wouldn't be.
he
It wouldn't be
destroys
believable.
people. He just exactly.
They're booking Brock Lesnar now the way they should have booked Big Show and Mark Henry back in the day.
I agree.
No.
I've always said they miss fucking when he had that.
By the
punch,
time they gave Mark
they
Henry and the
finally-
Big Show the oomph, it
Yeah.
was too late.
it was way too late.
Now,
They did
having
it to
said
each
that,
other.
you know, AJ and Daniel Bryan put on an old school match. I said,
Yeah.
Eric B. Mitchell came and watched the show with me, and I said, this is Flair Steamboat. I didn't say Savage Steamboat. I said, this is Flair Steamboat from '89. This is Bret Hart, British Bulldog. This is, you work apart, you
No,
work
look,
this,
look,
you work
th-
that.
But they could. They've been in the business so long, they could have done that blindfolded.
Correct.
It
But
wasn't
it gave the
about
people something that they're not used to. They're
it
used to crash,
wasn't-
bang, boom.
Right. It wasn't the wrestling. It wasn't the wrestling that pissed me off. If I vote on the wrestling, I give that match an A+. I think it's a great fucking match. I do. I agree with you. What I'm bitching about is the sales. Like, if you want to make AJ the good guy and you want to make Goatface the bad guy, this whole bacon thing is stupid.
Yeah,
man.
the vegan
This
gimmick.
hot dog bullshit. Because if you actually watch the fucking show, he's eating hot dogs with his fucking birdie. Like, shut the fuck up.
But they are
dude.
vegetarian hot dogs.
Oh yeah, I bet they are. No, they're real hot
Nobody
dogs,
gives a shit.
motherfucker.
Look,
Like,
be
stop.
vegan. I get it.
Stop.
It's a way. It's like what they did with CM Punk. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I'm better than you. Now it's the vegan thing. I'm
Yeah.
vegan. I'm better than you. In the end, Daniel Bryan doesn't have to do all that to be a hated heel. He just do what you do. Do what you
My
when you
point.
turn on AJ.
My
That's
point.
what you do. What confused me, is why include Eric Rowan at the end of that match. It made no sense. Nobody bought it.
The reason why is
Nobody
because
gets
you
it.
had two big names, and Eric Rowan isn't a big name.
He's
right
not going
now.
to get the rub that way. He just looks like they just put him in there.
I agree, but
We need somebody.
But what have they been
Get
doing
Rowan.
lately? What has WWE been doing lately?
They had that
Absolutely nothing. They crested like back in SummerSlam. They were doing fucking fantastic. Remember our faces?
moving on up like
You
Jordan
remember
Weezy,
us
man.
at the end of SummerSlam? We're like,
That was badass.
and then we're like, what's next? What's next? We're selling them like fucking like hotcakes. We're on the fucking WWE bandwagon going like this. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they fucking fall out.
Just takes
The
one bad
last
decision.
three,
Yeah.
yeah. But the funny thing is, the last 3 months have been kind of, They've been bad.
I've only watched the pay-per-views, But I'll
Yeah,
finish your
yep,
point
yep.
because I'll tell you where they're
All
peaking.
Elite Wrestling just started getting big about 3 months ago, right?
With their big announcement. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. They just recently started banning the All Elite Wrestling T-shirts.
I don't see a problem with it, and I'll tell you why. I wore a WCW shirt to a WWE show.
Countless times.
Cripes,
Countless
98. But when you're that close to the ring, which I was once, they do have you take it off, and it says on the ticket it's a proprietary event. They rent the building, they make the rules.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. Go up to the gimmick stand and buy a shirt. This kid knew he was gonna get popped because when he took the shirt off, lo and behold, he had a WWE T-shirt underneath.
He had another shirt. That's well. See, this is my point. I don't think that kid was there for real. I think WWE is actually pushing All Elite Wrestling.
They might. It's probably
Think
a smart
about
move
this.
for them.
Jericho was very much still a big part of WWE.
Oh, yeah.
A very active, big part of WWE. He rolls on over to All Elite Wrestling, and Vince ain't got a problem with that. For the first time ever, Vince doesn't have a problem with that. You know what it is? The WWE misses the competition.
They need
because, right, when there's competition out there, they're a better brand.
And if somebody
they're
says
a
to me,
stronger brand.
and if somebody says to me that Impact or TNA or Global, whatever gimmick Schnabich Jones is a competition, I laugh.
Are they still on? Are they even still around?
No.
They are.
Oh,
It's
well,
just
they are,
you can't
but,
find them. They're
no,
not. They've changed
they're
networks
not.
3 times in
Exactly.
2 years.
Exactly.
They're filming. I
I
watched.
thought TNN was on TNN.
No, TNA. I watched an Impact
Total
show.
nonstop action.
I watched an Impact show on my phone that somebody sent me. It was their pay-per-view. If there were 300 people there, they were lucky.
Yeah.
Whereas 6 years ago, they were on top of the mountain as far as they were the number 2, easy. They were leading. Now Ring of Honor's past them. Now, what's the other one? New Japan.
Yeah.
Now has
New
United
Japan is
States
incredible
television
right now.
clearance.
Incredible.
They're passing them.
You got people actually signing on for fucking New Japan that've been in the business for a long time.
Jericho was there for the last 2 years. He
they
asked
want-
for McMahon's
Exactly.
permission.
Exactly.
I won't do this if you say no. And he said, go. It makes our brand bigger. They know
Exactly
you as
my
a
point.
WWE guy.
Exactly my point.
I'm with
of
you.
Why he's going over there, and Vince doesn't have a problem with this. When there's competition and good competition, and All Elite Wrestling is going to be good competition.
Do you
Just
know?
look at Cody.
I will.
Look at him.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
I want to reach out to him and be like, yo, you want some fucking you want some people, you want some color commentary at your shit?
Keep in
Right
mind,
here,
too, keep in
brother.
mind, too,
Right here.
Look at it from this perspective too, because this kind of happened with WCW. So another league opens up. They're gonna start by trying to take markets WWE doesn't have.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're probably going to like maybe finance some stadiums, this, that, and the other thing. They wait till the right point. WWE acquires them. Now they have all that real estate that they didn't have to spend a dime collecting.
Right.
So
Which
Yeah.
leads me
Vince
into
McMahon's not stupid.
which leads me into this nice little list that we got going.
Well, wait, one more
before-
thing. Their biggest competition right now is themselves, and I'll say this: when they put Hunter in charge of the
Oh,
NXT, not only NXT America but NXT United Kingdom.
Yeah.
I've watched the United Kingdom show, and today I was a little ill. I came home early. I rested my bones because I knew we had to do this tonight. I watched the NXT show from Saturday night, Phoenix. I watched the UK show a couple weeks ago. Buries anything the main roster has.
Oh yeah.
And on top
Why do
of
you think
that,
they're moving up?
oh,
There's some big names from NXT moving up, and I'm glad for them.
I
dude.
was waiting for like this influx of NXT on the women and the men's Royal Rumble.
It's about fucking time.
They made Johnny Gargano look good. They made Kairi Sane look good. I wanted Tony Storm. That's my boo. But hey,
Now
you can't
here's-
get everything you want.
Here's
Go
my
ahead.
point. Now here's my point. Vince is focused on this. Vince is very focused on this. Vince wants this to happen. This is Vince's baby. Now, how do you get Vince to focus on the XFL? You make sure the wrestling aspect is taken care of.
Mhm.
So Triple H is in charge of that. Now, you got Cody Rhodes going strong. And now listen to me when I say this. Cody Rhodes is still on the McMahon pay step. He's still.
Can you prove that?
I can't prove it.
Okay.
But he is still getting paid by the McMahons. I'm telling you right now, he's still getting paid by the McMahons. He is getting paid for that same reason, because it's going to make the WWE a better fucking brand. You mark my words. Mark my words. Jericho was the first big name signed.
I'll say this because
name.
it works to what you're saying. Is the beginning of the Men's Royal Rumble. I thought when they said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Elias," I thought, why? He's the hottest babyface you got going right now. And I'm going to sing this song, and I'm going to do my gimmick because WWE stands for Walk with Elias. And everybody goes nuts. And then what'd you hear? Oh, those sweet tones of the Jeff Jarrett music. I lost my whole.
Yep.
And here comes Jeff Jarrett, who ran TNA Impact for, 15 years?
15, 18 years.
And there he is.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, I get it now. But now it makes me believe in your point just a little bit more that there can be a working relationship between
There
the two.
can. And that's the point.
Because that's the next step, if you think about it. The next step is cross-platform, this league's going to take on this league.
What was the biggest thing that ever, and we're going to go on to this real quick, but this is my last point. What was one of the biggest things that ever happened when DX went to an actual event? Remember, that was, are you serious? Oh my God, are these guys?
Oh, the people that were at the WCW show lost their mind.
They lost their mind. Now, could you imagine one day a year, a Super Bowl, if you will, All Elite Wrestling faces WWE, the best
That's what I'm thinking.
of the best.
Now, if they could only get Kerry Silkin on board and bring Ring of Honor in, now you
Boom.
got something.
Now you got 3 fucking main things once a year, like a Super Bowl, where you have all pro.
They used to do that in Miami every year. Miami, the Orange Bowl.
Yeah.
Where the WWF champ would fight the NWA champ, or the NWA champ would fight the AWA champ, and it would just...
It's bragging rights, man.
It's all entertainment.
My brand is better than your brand.
But somebody in some boardroom is going to say, well, my guy has to go over. Why? Because he's a WWE guy. Well, no, this guy holds our championship. We can't make it... Whatever. Just make it... Here's some matches.
Yes, exactly.
Let's keep it real. I mean, we obviously follow it. We still get into it.
I love it.
We still promote the WWE network.
We do.
WWE
But they've been sucking
wrestling
on purpose. Is my point.
WrestleMania, if you think about it, is getting played out.
Yeah,
it needs something to re-energize.
Needs a hook. Needs
to rejuice. So Super WrestleMania, or whatever the fuck you're gonna call it,
Aren't they doing that overseas now?
UFC has been starting to get pulled into the WWE too. Ronda's whole crew is on NXT right now.
And the MMA world is getting an influx of wrestlers. Bobby Lashley did it for a while now. Jake Hager, formerly Jack Swagger, with that impressive win Saturday night.
So now, see, this is all. It's starting to intertwine, and instead of becoming enemies, right, you're shaking hands behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So the fans don't lose their fucking minds, but you're still keeping it going.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, and this is the reason why, because this is Vince's baby. In 2001,
because it's all his.
2001 was the original.
2001, when he tried to pull this off, it was a smack in his face. Trust me on this. This was a pride shot. Now 2020, he's coming back, and he's gonna do this right.
Because here's the thing too, so WWE is publicly traded now.
Yes.
XFL is still his.
Yes.
It's under a different heading called Alpha Entertainment. I don't know that it falls under the WWEI.
I don't think it can go public yet because it's not making money.
Right.
So it can't be. So this is all his. Before we did XFL, WWE was his.
Yes.
So he couldn't walk away and not run WWE.
The
now
IPO.
He can.
Wait,
right.
The IPO I think came out just as the XFL was folding. I could be wrong. When they became a publicly traded company, I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it was still his when he was trying the XFL.
Right, but the IPO on the stock didn't come out until after XFL folded, I believe.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, he's owning, for all intents and purposes, you're owning 2 big companies.
This is the reason why he brought Triple H up. This is the reason why he molded Triple H to what he is.
And he impregnated his daughter.
Right, and still his son. I think his
son... He
son...
impregnated Shane, too?
No, well, his son is just batshit crazy because he just wants to jump off of shit. I don't... does he, seriously, Shane, Like,
Shane's my age, and I watched
can we
that.
talk? Like, I want to talk with you. Like, do you wake up one morning? Like, did you like hit the bottle or did you hit the rock or it just be like?
I'm 4 years shy of 50. I want to do a shooting
you know
star
it'd be
press.
Great. Yeah, I want to do a shooting star press. Even though I saw Brock Lesnar almost snap his fucking
If anybody
neck.
doesn't know what that is, the guy stands on the top rope and jumps forward, throws his feet in front of him, and flips over backwards like they're doing a backflip, but they're in forward motion. They land chest to chest.
Now go and YouTube failed Brock Lesnar shooting star press and think about that.
And now you know why his forehead is so fucking big.
Exactly. Now think of if Shane McMahon would have slipped just a little bit and did that, he'd be dead in the middle of the fucking ring. He would be dead. Dude, dead. Like,
Nutsoid.
the fact that you just pulled at that age, I mean, God bless you, man, but why? Why are you doing this? Does your wife think it's hotter? Like, does she get her nipples fucking reek out like this far and you guys just go crazy?
All right, then.
I want to know. I want to know what makes
how
him
would
do this stupid ass
How
shit.
would you feel being around all these guys, some of them older than you, still pulling off this amazing shit? It kind of makes you feel like you have a little dick.
Maybe.
I guess, but
No,
then
just
then
think
you just
about it.
pull out the money.
Right?
Right?
I got
Shane's
you.
got money, man.
Maybe,
Shane's got
maybe
money.
so, but
All right, well, let's go on to this because we
Hit
still
it.
got
We gotta
something it's fucked up.
plus name in the XFL.
We're doing that right now, but that's going to be really quick because we're going to just break down These are thoughts. Jabroni came up the other day. He said, hey, you know what would be really cool? They haven't announced the names of the actual teams. They've only announced the actual cities that will be taking these teams, as well as the stadiums, which, by the way, are all NFL stadiums.
Except for one, I think.
Which one?
Dallas is not using Cowboy
Arlington,
Stadium.
I thought.
They're using the old Arlington Stadium, which is where there's a college that plays there. I can't remember who it is.
Oh, okay, yeah, yep, you're right.
But it's
You
still
are
it's
right.
NFL quality. The Cowboys played there when
they were
something
doing
was,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
Yep. No, absolutely. It's the same thing with Minnesota. When Minnesota was doing their thing, they went to the Golden Gophers
Right.
and played off theirs. All right, so these are ideas that we came up with. There's 8 teams in total. Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles, New York, St. Louis, Tampa, Washington, D.C., and Seattle are all going to be on this first roster. I'm not entirely sure how it breaks down in divisions.
No, I don't either. I'm looking at this.
I know they showed it, and I tried to find the graphics.
There's only
again.
2 teams on the East Coast, and
That's
the
what I
rest
was
of them are
thinking, too.
Mid-America.
Yeah, that's
3.
so-
I'm sorry, Tampa.
So it's going to be crazy. So
It's a little lopsided.
It is, yeah. So it's going to be. I guess those. So you got Washington D.C., which is East Coast.
Mhm.
You have Tampa, which is East Coast. New York,
New York.
which is East Coast. And I guess
Houston, Dallas, and St. Louis are all Middle
probably-
America.
you're probably going to throw St. Louis in there then.
Well, on the East.
I would say that.
I don't. Let's not break down divisions. This
Actually, you
is-
know what? You're
take
going to
too
throw.
goddamn
You're probably
long.
going to throw one of the Houston teams or one of the Dallas, one of the Texas teams.
Okay,
Why would you have 2 Texas teams in the same division?
that's good. Good idea.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess you would throw one of them over to the
I don't
east.
know. They might go with a north and
North-south
south.
would
Maybe a
make
north
sense.
south.
Because I'm looking at you got St. Louis technically.
Yeah, but then you're
Seattle,
then
St.
you're
Louis,
still
Washington,
putting
New
2
York.
Texas teams on the same. Is my point.
Shit
I
happens.
don't think you want to do that. All right, so go ahead. Why don't you go ahead and take the first? Go ahead and take your take it down the list.
All right,
go.
I'll just
give
go
'em-
down the list.
Go,
These-
go down the list and give them all, man.
all of these were easy except Washington in my book. Dallas, I know it's a big cowboy area, so they have Cowboys, they have Mavericks. But what about Outlaws? I know Las Vegas was the Outlaws, but Vegas always like the Golden Knights. I don't understand that name in hockey, but the Dallas Outlaws, it immediately evokes toughness. For Houston, all I thought, think of the Alamo, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's in San Antonio. Guys, don't give me the fucking...
Was there outlaws in the?
There was Las Vegas Outlaws in
Okay,
the first XFL.
That's what I thought.
It's the only one I stole.
Yeah.
Houston, I said Houston Defenders. It's just Houston. They're tough and rugged, and they already have the Rockets. The Astro was because of the dome and because they launch space rockets there. But Houston Defenders sounded like a cool name, I thought. Los Angeles. What do you find in Los Angeles? Stars. Everywhere you look, stars.
There you go.
The New York, that was tough, but it wasn't so tough. Give them a name that's different, like the New York Empires.
I like it.
It expresses something big and something huge. I don't know if this was. I know there was a basketball team that had this name in reverse, but I thought the St. Louis Spirit would be a good name. It doesn't have an S at the end. It's like the Lightning or the Magic, or you don't get a lot of that. Seattle's right on Puget Sound, so why not the Sounders? It's no worse than some of the other
It kind of goes with
sports
the
names.
Supersonics too, so
Right.
be a nice little feel for that.
Tampa Bay, I just kind of went off originally the Devil Rays, and then they shortened it to the Rays, which is now Ray of Sunshine, because you can't have devil in the name.
Yeah, I know.
But the
Heaven forbid.
actual name of a Devil Ray is a tarpon. So why not the Tampa Bay Tarpons?
Oh, there you go.
Washington.
I thought No, that's right. Yeah, because that's the other thing was a shark.
Yeah.
Tiburon.
Oh, that would have been good too, Tampa Bay Tiburons. But how many people would actually know that?
I know they would be like,
they
"What
weren't-
the fuck is a Tiburon, yo?"
Right. The last one I've got 3. I'm gonna go from the least possible to the most possible. It's in D.C., so it's the Washington Thieves,
Ha!
the
That
Washington
You
Liars.
stole mine.
Oh, did I? But again, you want something big and bold and massive. I know this is not going to be the name, but the Washington Monuments. We're the monument. We're the standard bearer for this league.
Nice,
Thank you.
nice.
Your turn.
What do you mine? Or you want to, Ed?
No, go ahead. I'm doing mine already.
All right.
Oh, he's late. He's
Oh, he's cheating.
blaming us for being
He's
late.
cheating. Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't
All
have
right.
his gimmick
So,
done.
I played with a couple of these.
Mhm.
I know Dallas is technically Dallas, but I also know it's playing in Arlington. So,
Okay.
that being known, I called them the Arlington Nation.
Okay.
So, instead of going with the Dallas thing, I know they're in Arlington. They're probably going to go with the Dallas, but whatever. I
Right.
just thought the Arlington Nation just sounded really cool. This actually plays on an old urban legend from the 50s. And I was really proud of this.
My man did his homework.
I did. The Houston Batmen.
Oh God, you got to tell me about
And
that.
that, so supposedly in the 50s, for a span of like a week, there was a literal man bat. Remember, have you ever watched Batman, the animated series?
Yeah.
Remember Man Bat?
Yeah, I do.
It was literally, there was one of these things
I had the
flying
action
around.
figure.
Yeah, there was one of these flying around for like a week straight.
Kind of like the Mothman.
Yeah, exactly. For a week straight in Houston. Look it up. 1953. There was a Batman running around.
For
So-
audio only, I don't have a cocaine addiction. I am actually not feeling well. I apologize.
So this is the Los Angeles. Obviously, they're like you said, sea stars. The other thing is angels and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
I went with that little fuck up, and I went with the Los Angeles Seraphins.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
nice little play on the
Nice.
angels, you know. New York, of course, to being played in New Jersey, and I always hate this. I hate this because New Jersey never gets their fucking
Except
just
except
desserts.
in the National Hockey League, that's the only time they actually name them the New Jersey X.
Devils.
Oh wait, the World Football League years ago, but that was New York /
And
New
of course,
Jersey.
yeah, and the XFL did it. New
Yeah.
York / New Jersey Hitmen.
Hitmen.
Right. So I said, fuck you all. And no, it's not New York. It's New Jersey because you're playing in New
They're
Jersey.
playing at the Meadowlands.
So it's
or whatever
the
it
New
is now.
Jersey Legend.
New Jersey Legend.
Legend. After the Legends from, the Hall of Fame and
Okay.
WWE, and it's a nice little playoff for the
All right,
WWE, you know
all
what I'm
right.
saying? St. Louis, I went with the same idea. I know that the Flyers are a thing, you know what I'm saying? Is it St. Louis Flyers?
No,
That's what I thought. It was
Philadelphia
Philly
Flyers.
Flyers. But I'm going to steal that because St. Louis is known for flight, which is why I felt like you went with the Spirit of 76.
that's the name of the plane
Right,
and
exactly,
the gimmick and whatever.
Exactly. So I really thought it would be cool to call these guys the St. Louis Flyers. Kind of go with that. And give-
Will Philadelphia?
they
call
probably will.
Gimmick
And
infringement.
that's why it'll never happen. But you know what? I just thought.
Well, wait, they had St. Louis Cardinals in football and St. Louis Cardinals in baseball for years and years. Why would the hockey team? Of course, we're in a litigation society now.
And it's Philly.
Philadelphia is going
And
to
it's
call
Philly.
gimmick infringement.
And it's Philly. But I just thought it'd be a really cool little spin-off. Once again, showing homage to the city. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
St. Louis. So Tampa, I thought this was another play on both Tampa itself and the WWE, a.k.a. WCW. The Tampa Stingers.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad, right? And you can either do like a little stinger logo, or you can do like a devilfish stinger, stingray,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
And have what's his name, Steve Irwin, right there with the gimmick going through his heart.
Too soon.
Bindi,
way.
Bindi can come out and sing the national anthem.
Bindi can do anything that she wants.
Yes, sir.
Oh
Up
my
top right now. Uh-huh.
All right.
Crikey, I got me finger
She's
stuck
just-
in Bindi.
She's as hot
So
as her
awesome.
mom was.
Right, back in the day.
Like a long time
Dude,
ago.
you know how bad that death hit a lot of people? I was driving
know.
home from work
I
one
know.
night. This is no joke. And I'm pulling in, and ESPN radio, which I listened to religiously back in the day, broke through and announced Steve Irwin's death. Steve Irwin, who has never played baseball, football, rugby, etc. ESPN radio reported his death. And I'm like, wow, that
Because
guy's
that
got
was-
some impact.
It was Steve Irwin, man. Everybody knew him. Crocky! He's just
I got me finger stuck in me bum.
All right, so I'm gonna go with this is just a big shout out to my nerdism, the Washington D.C. Mages. Had to do it,
Ooh,
man. Had to do
okay.
it. You know, one of the teams was gonna be called the Mages, and I just kind of thought it'd be cool.
And that'd make a
Because-
great helmet with the stick and the
Yeah,
thing and-
exactly. Having a fireball shootout or something like that,
Mhm.
something crazy, you know. And then the last thing, gotta give a shout out because obviously Seattle, they're the stoners out there. They're one of the big clouds. The Seattle Shatter.
Okay. Seattle snack time. The Munchies.
The Seattle Munch.
If only they had an M franchise that had legal marijuana, that would be great.
That would be.
The Miami
They-
Munchies.
They were going to, but they were too lazy to sign up.
I think whoever named the teams in basketball should be in charge of naming these teams.
Matt, was it Trey Parker? And
Trey
Matt
Parker
Stone?
and Matt Stone.
Yeah.
That was if you've never seen basketball, A, you're wrong. B, get off my
Yeah.
live feed. And C, go out and see it. It's on Amazon, which you can get through LokiandJabroni.com. Go to our affiliates, sign up for Amazon Prime. It is the best money you will ever spend, and they'll kick back just a little bit to help us out.
Holy 20 subscriptions.
Gotta love
There
it.
we go.
Next, Eddie, name the franchises.
All right, so we'll start with Dallas. First thing I was thinking, first thing comes when I think of Dallas, I don't think of the football team because come on,
Exactly.
I think of the Texas Rangers, the elite police force.
They play in Arlington, by
Yes.
the way, the baseball team.
So I'm going with the Dallas Regulators.
Regulators, mount up.
Oh, I like that.
I was thinking of Young Guns and everything.
Nice.
Houston, I kind of agree with you. I'm going with Defenders.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, that seems to fit. For Los Angeles, something common out there.
Cocaine.
The Los Angeles earthquake.
Wow.
Just break it down.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Quake.
Right? LAQ, baby.
I don't know. Earthquake just sounds better and it sounds more wrestling.
And, oh, nice point.
So,
See? We didn't
Well,
think
there
of
was
that.
a wrestler.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind when I introduce next week's
That was my biggest
partial
thing was
topic.
trying to keep it back with the wrestling.
I
and
tried to
keep
be-
I
in
wanted to
touch
stay
with that,
away
you know?
from it.
I tried to.
You know he's
Yeah,
gonna
but
do.
it's-
I know. They
something.
did it with the
And
first
plus-
one, though.
And plus, it's part of it, man.
Demons,
I-
hitmen,
this can be part of the fun.
enforcers.
As long as the football's real,
The
Exactly.
Chicago Arn
the-
Anderson.
the shit
Yes.
talking can be. There should be more shit talking in NFL.
I want them to be legit this time versus last time when they were
Oh no
cartoony.
way! I want some Muhammad Ali in the ring, shucking and jiving.
And I do want to be able to have
We do-
any
we
names
do
on
have-
the back. Any names on the back. That once again that
Keep
needs to
that.
come back. That needs to come
When
back.
Eddie's done, we got some ideas from the Peanut Gallery that I want to share.
New York, I struggled and I tried to be serious, but nope. Fuck New York. The New York commies. You had your fucking chance.
Oh, see,
You
I might
elected Cuomo. Fuck you, the New
Nope.
York commies.
I might change mine now to the New York AOCs
Fine, whatever. Fucking,
and have her big-eyed face on the fucking 50
Y'all,
AIC.
y'all could have had Larry Sharp, but now you got Cuomo, and now y'all bunch of fucking Nazis and
Oh my God!
killing fucking babies and shit.
Oh my God! We'll talk
New
about
York
that
commies.
during. Do you know what's fucked up? Go ahead.
St. Louis. I went with the St. Louis Trolleys.
Okay, the old trolley car gimmick. Yeah.
Yep. Seattle.
They won't get made fun of at all.
Oh no!
I'm hoping they would.
We're playing the trolleys.
They're all like the largest guys.
Look
on
out for the
team.
pride.
'Cause
Right.
Comes the pride.
Here it comes.
I think I peed a little.
God damn, them trolleys fucked me up.
Sucks getting old.
I got hit by the trolley.
But you didn't hear? You hear Tom Brady and Belichick signed to the Trolleys. Everyone's gonna be like, I'm sick of losing to the
Next.
Trolleys every year.
Next.
Fuck you. I love the Trolleys.
I got you. I got you.
Seattle, I thought music, so the Seattle Jams.
Okay, good.
Tampa Bay.
Seattle.
The grunge came out of Seattle, for fuck's sake.
Sir Mix-a-Lot came out of
Seattle
Seattle.
Soundgardens.
Yeah.
Stop.
Name them anything but the fucking Pearl Jams, and I'm happy.
Just stop.
No, definitely not Pearl Jams.
Thank you.
You stop.
Yeah,
You
really.
stop it.
Anybody staring
You
at his head like
stop.
I am?
You stop.
All right, next.
Smoke your medication
Sir
and shut it.
Mix-a-Lot. Get the fuck out of here.
Deaf American, motherfucker.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
All right.
Shut the
Where are we going
Whatever.
from here?
You bought the album first,
Oh.
motherfucker.
Where, are
No,
you?
my
Are
brother
you?
did.
Do you have
I
any more?
stole it from
Oh my God.
The Tampa Bay Blaze
See? He's still.
He's thinking stoner.
See, I
All
told
right.
you. I told
and Washington D.C. Tyrants.
Tyrant's nice.
I like the Tyrants. I do. I like
All right.
that. That's a good name.
The
That's
mayor
a
of
good name.
unofficial mayor of Middletown, Lindsay, is joined in, and she originally I had this name for Seattle. I thought
we should change
go
New
away
York to
from
the
it.
dildos because Buffalo loves throwing them fucking dildos.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's Buffalo though. We're gonna keep them
That's
way
New
up there.
York.
I know it's New
That's
York.
New York, dude. Come on, that's part of New York.
Seattle.
Just-
She says Seattle. It rains all the time. Seattle Storm. The Dallas Ewings. If you're not our age,
What's a
you're not,
Ewing?
remember the TV show Dallas?
Dallas.
You remember Jr. Ewing?
Oh, that was his last name.
Yes,
It's
sir.
about the Ewing family, the oil tycoons.
I like her name.
Patrick Duffy was the good Ewing.
Yes, he was. He was a smiley faced,
but
white
he
meat
didn't
baby
die.
face.
It was a dream.
It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
I know. I didn't.
My mother watched that shit. I had fucking.
I know, mine too.
I was in bed at that point.
Playing off of Apollo, what was the movie? Apollo 13, the Houston Problems. The LA Producers, the Washington Generals, the New York AFL-CIO. I like that one the best. The
Hey,
St.
don't laugh, man. General actually saves you some money.
I know, right? Work with the General and save some time, or whatever that gimmick is.
Yeah, I did.
How fucking? Wait a minute. See, you ever see some of the big names? They go out and they do these car commercials, and
Oh yeah,
Shaq.
Shaq's up in that.
You have to understand. Everybody
I trust
sees,
Shaq. Shaq told me
everybody
to go.
sees the General as this low end bullshit. No, Shaq's not going to put his name on anything. It's not going to make him money, and
No,
isn't worth
I
it.
trust Shaq.
The
Shaq,
General.
Shaq
Are you
told me.
kidding me? Did you see that video game?
Shaq is all about the Masons.
And it sold bazillions.
No.
Yeah, it did.
No.
Shaq Fu.
No. No.
I worked at Blockbuster in college. We couldn't keep that on the shelves.
And the resale value was pretty damn good, actually.
Yeah. Once you
almost-
figured out it sucked,
It actually almost had Zelda resale value at
There
one
you
point.
go.
He's not joking.
she comes with the St. Louis Dominoes. Maybe a Fats Domino reference. Was he from St. Louis? Not sure.
I'm going on eBay and checking. I'm calling bullshit on both of you.
Yeah, fuck
And
you.
Tampa Bay City Rollers. Oh, as in Fats Domino. Okay, she came in right at the tail end of that. Nice. I'm glad you did. Tampa Bay City Rollers. Is that like a roller derby reference? Wasn't that an old roller derby team? If I'm remembering the hour before wrestling when I was a kid, they had roller derby all the time. Cripes, those women were tough. I swear they were all men, but that was before you could identify as
They
a
were all
horse
Nia
or-
Jax.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So now that we've named the franchises, we're going to take a 2-minute break, maybe a 3-minute break. We're wrapping this up. Now it's time for our favorite segment of all time. Eddie's going to be on the gimmick machine because I have to go to my gimmick machine to get my story. It's Do You Know It's Fucked Up, and we will
We'll
be back
be right back.
when we decide.
What the fuck?
I had to cough up a lung real quick.
birds and the beasts were there. The old baboon by the light of the moon was combing his auburn hair. And the monkey, he got drunk and sat on the elephant's trunk. The elephant sneezed and fell on his knees, and that was the end of the monk.
Welcome back to Do You Know What's Fucked Up? Things are about to get ill.
Oh, I can't wait.
What's the time?
Sour.
Time to get ill.
What's the time?
Well, it's,
And it's time to get
7:30.
ill.
What's the time?
It's time to get ill.
Who's up first?
I say it's your baby. You go first.
All right, I'm going right for the big one.
All right, don't forget, make them short, sweet. We're on limited time limit. We want to try to get as many as we possibly can. Let's go.
From the Washington Post, nurse charged with sexual assault after woman in incapacitated state gives birth.
Oh my God, I remember this story. It was like a week ago.
Yes.
Oh.
Apparently, the way the headlines are making this, she wasn't quite like a vegetable, but she
Yeah, I
was
know.
definitely incapacitated, and they
Which
did a
makes
DNA
it
test.
which makes it even worse because in a vegetative state, you're kind of like hoping at least she's not even aware. So
Right.
if it's even not even a vegetable state, that means she was very aware of what the fuck
Right.
was going on.
The difference between vegetative and catatonic is
Right.
catatonic you can see and hear, but you
Yes.
can't respond. Vegetative, all your faculties, with the exception of blood pumping and
Yeah.
certain feelings,
That
are
we know.
shut down.
That we know. I mean,
Right.
Usually,
Yeah.
a vegetative people they die and they don't remember.
I'm not
anything
going to
after
name
that.
this piece of shit,
Nor should you.
but the really sad thing about this is this hospital she was at is a nonprofit, so it's a charity hospital.
AOC.
So if somebody put her there, the family probably doesn't have a lot of money, and now there's a child, innocent child,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that
In New York, they can kill them up to an hour before birth. Rotten cocksuckers.
yeah. So who's my question is, who's to blame for all of this? Like, obviously the guy that did it, but how do you not?
all
How
right,
does
but-
this go
so-
a 9
so-
month term?
So did you
Hospital
see?
staff. I mean, how do
Yeah,
you
exactly.
not
No,
notice?
you're right. No, you're right. No, you're right.
How do you not notice this woman's stomach growing and growing and growing when she's probably been, I don't know, she looks like this flat plane laying in the bed just existing. You're pumping fluids
Yeah, she's not
and
really eating
nutrients
solid
into her.
foods.
But all of a sudden, there's a growth in her midsection. What are we chalking that up to? She's not keto? Maybe we put
No,
too
I
much
mean,
sugar in the
okay,
IV?
first of all, not to cut you off, but here
Go
we go.
ahead.
I would love to get any person on the phone right now that worked in a nursing
Never
home.
going to happen. They cut off all communication with the outside world. They're not answering shit.
No. I said not this nursing home. I said
Any okay.
Caretaker or right
a nursing home.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to give you your answer because you're going to get the straight up answer out of somebody who doesn't work for a nursing home anymore.
Mhm.
Because the straight up answer is they do not take care of these people. You know why your fucking parents don't want to go to a goddamn nursing home? They beg you not to take you there because they don't fucking take care of you people. These people are getting paid minimum fucking wage, if that, to go in and I mean, look at the picture of this guy. Look at
he's
the
a
fucking
scumbucket.
picture of this guy. And this guy, he's probably getting paid $12, $13 an hour, and the first thing he's thinking is, I can go in and hit that shit, and nobody gonna know. Why? Because there's no cameras around here. Nobody's gonna fucking be checking on this person for at least 2 fucking hours.
Because he's probably the one that checks on her.
Exactly. All I gotta do is sign off on this little fucking book.
I need 5 good minutes.
I can sign off on this little book, and then I can come back and do it again 3 fucking hours later. Exactly. No, this is exactly this is why you don't want to leave your parents in these places, people. These aren't good people. All right? They're not nurses. They're not the doctors that you watch on TV. They're not the fucking these super fucking.
And most of the places are understaffed anyway.
Exactly. So they're overworked. They're probably at 50 hours at this point anyways.
This one guy was probably responsible for like 30 fucking patients. So who knows who the fuck he was banging?
Oh God.
Like
that he probably ran out of condoms at that point. All right.
Oh my
Let's
God.
be real. No, exactly. It's just like, all right. Let me break it down as far as like if you make it accessible, if it becomes a habit, if you make it easily accessible, then there it is. It's gonna constantly it's like serial killers, man. It's like the stray cat with the food. Keep putting fucking food out there. The cat's gonna keep coming to eat. This motherfucker's gonna keep doing this. Like
here, the thing too, like what? I just don't understand the psyche of this. Like what is appealing about this? She's obviously probably tubed up, IVs.
Did you see this guy?
Yeah.
When did you think he ever got pussy? Seriously, I'm not trying to be an asshole.
That he didn't.
But do you
that he
think
didn't
the
lure
pussy
into
was,
a white van?
Right, do you think the pussy was knocking down his door? No. So here he is thinking, okay, so I can go bang this off for a quick 5 minutes.
Probably saw it in Kill Bill.
Right, fucking 5 minutes. There you go. Don't. You're absolutely fucking right. As sick as it sounds, dude, he was probably like, bam.
Probably her plumbing don't work.
Yep.
Oops.
There's the plan.
Yeah, right.
There's the plan. I can get off in 5 minutes. While I'm working, I can get paid to fucking get off. And then I can still go home and still do my shit.
Like
I ain't got to get rejected by all these fucking women. I don't have to waste money buying them drinks.
And this kid is probably going to get
he's
abandoned, sent off to an
Going to be another number in the system.
Yeah, it's
sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. What happened to this woman is horrible. What's going to happen to this kid potentially, unless God willing, a loving family adopts him.
And there's not enough out there, man.
Exactly.
There's not enough people that are making enough money to take care of themselves, let alone adopt a fucking child from another fucking. No, it's not. It's not gonna
nuts.
happen. It is. You're right. It's sad. It's fucked up. And you just banged
People
it.
are disgusting.
You just banged it. You just banged it. It's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You mind if I follow that one?
Why don't you go ahead and
because
follow?
Because it just follows with this. So a couple days ago, right down the road from one of our friends' house. As a matter of fact, you just recorded there not very long ago.
That's correct. C&J Speed Review.
Thank you. An 18-year-old thought it would be a really good idea to murder 2 70-year-old. Now, they claim that they're relatives or whatever. It's not. Their names haven't been disclosed, and the information hasn't been disclosed. This is at 5. It was at 5:48 a.m. in the morning, 5:50 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, like real early.
The police. Now, at this point, I'm already in Hartford. I open up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm up at 3:30. So, you think about this. At 5:30 in the morning, this was such a good idea for this guy to stab and brutally murder 2 70-year-old people in this neighborhood. Now, you've been to Mark's house. Now, you're going down the street, and right before you go up that hill, if you look to the left,
that little offshoot.
That's Morgan Street.
Yes.
That's the street that it happened on. And if you look at that first house
in Uncasville, Connecticut, Montville, Connecticut,
right.
for you people
if you
in
look
Middle
at that
America.
house that's right there on Morgan Street, that was the house right there. Now, most people keep to themselves, and they even said, hey, we keep to ourselves while black. If you know Mark makes fun of the Chinese people across the street.
Of course he does.
And I'm sure the Chinese people make fun of him, too. You know?
Oh, big fat white guy.
Oh, big guy, leave out couch. We steal all the time. Ha ha, you know?
One day steal inflatable Yoda on Christmas.
It's going to happen.
It is.
Probably.
We don't want Chicago Bears. We want inflatable Yoda.
But you don't ever think that this shit's going to fucking happen.
No, and when it happens in your neighborhood, it's
So you
it's a
guys,
travesty.
let me ask you this. You know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
what's fucked up.
An 18-year-old probably walked in, and this is just me. I'm not a detective by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not anything else that leads to police, whatever. An 18-year-old walks into his probably grandparents, maybe second cousin, grandparent. He calls grandma, grandpa, house, begs for money. Grandparents probably gave him so much money already that they just said, look, we love you, dude, but we can't do this no more.
Probably on a fixed income.
Right, exactly. We can't.
Don't get me started on
We're
fixed
barely
income.
we're barely pulling this thing off. Blah blah blah. He looks at them and he decides at that moment, fuck my life, fuck my future, fuck anything else that I can become. Fuck these people in front of me, even though they've helped me numerous times. I'm gonna stab them multiple times. And then I'm not even going to get away. Now, following up with what you just said, I say we get our shotgun shells ready. I say you get your fucking whatever God you fucking believe in. You get your holy water because motherfuckers, the demons is going to be rising really soon because
They've been rising.
these people.
But nobody needs an AR-15.
Oh, nobody needs a gun in
no,
general. We're
no,
coming
no,
for your
no.
guns.
No, not at all. No. Get them AR-15s.
Do you remember the idiot woman that said, "I wish women had the same right as guns"? Yeah, she's probably
Yeah, what
the
happened to
one
that
that he should have walked into her house.
Yeah.
1000%. So my first story is painful and funny. My second story is actually just pain. A St. Louis woman was arrested yesterday morning after she tore off her husband's genitals with her own teeth in an act of vengeance for an alleged infidelity. Her name is Christina Anderson, and she confessed that she had been planning her crime since she had surprised her husband while he was performing oral sex on her crystal meth dealer. Not his, hers.
I don't give a fuck if I don't care.
So far, so good, right?
Yeah.
She finally put her plan into action and began tying her husband hands and feet to the bed and pretending it was part of a, quote, sexual game.
Right.
She then, after a week of filing her teeth to like wicked sharpness, gnawed his ball bag and penis off.
Oh, damn. Why
When the officers
do that?
arrived on the scene, the victim was naked, unconscious, and covered with blood. The accused was sitting on the couch, smoking crystal meth, her face and clothes full of blood. The cop says she immediately confessed to the castrating. "I bit his dick off!" Over and over again. She just bragged about it. Before she goes to jail or is tried, she has to undergo a complete psychiatric evaluation before any of the proceedings can begin. The husband was put into an artificial coma and remains in, quote, critical condition as the doctors
Yeah,
watch
it's his main vein.
in fear for the life. There's no word if they've attached Professor Frank and the students back onto said gentleman.
Can I ask one question?
Sure.
While he was doing said eating out, was she getting a discount?
I don't know. She certainly should have because the woman
So
is
is
selling
that
her
why
the meth.
she sawed off her teeth, though, is because she didn't get a discount?
Quite possibly. Look, anything's possible with these meth heads.
Okay, look,
Anything.
it's method or not. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can be smoking, as Ed puts it, I'm smoking my medicine.
Don't listen to his opening. It's all bullshit.
No. As Ed so nicely did back in the day, his yay. You know, it doesn't matter what you're doing. When you catch your significant other in the act. Now, look, you can do your homework and catch them
In the act.
No, not in the act.
Catch them outside. How about
right,
that?
exactly. Catch them not outside, but catch them doing their thing. Say you catch a text message, or you put two and two together, and you're like, "Motherfucker, I know you went to this show and you fucked so and so." You know what I'm saying? Like
Tommy Lee.
you can do whatever. However, when you come home and you physically see your significant other with somebody else that does something to you, that does something to you emotionally, it does something to your heart, it does something to your soul.
Are you going the crime of passion route?
I am. I absolutely am. Now, do I file down my teeth and fucking bite my woman's clit off? No, I absolutely don't do that. I mean, you're talking about would you?
No.
Exactly.
This
Don't
is some
stroke
Lorena
your chin.
Bobbitt
Stop that
shit.
right now. No, it is. It is. And she is fucked in the head. She's fucked in the head.
Well, yeah.
But what I'm saying
Don't do
is,
it.
I am going to play this. What I am saying is, you brought her to that point. All right?
I don't disagree.
You brought her, him, whoever. If you bring anybody to that point, I'm sorry, man. For those 5, 10, 15 minutes of whatever you put that person through, guess what? You fucking deserve that shit, man. Like, and I'm not saying, like I said, hear me when I say this. If you catch a motherfucker, if you are going through this bitch's phone and you find text messages and whatever, and you are Sherlock Holmes, that's different, all right? That's different. No, you cannot claim insanity for searching through somebody's phone. Hear me, all right? If you catch somebody in the act, that's completely different. And go ahead, blow that shit up. I dare you right now. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. Tell
You're
me
fucking wrong.
I'm fucking.
You just told me to tell you.
I'm
wrong. No, I'm agreeing with you. You just told me to tell you you're fucking wrong.
But
this is the entertainment.
I got
portion
you.
of the
I
show.
got you. But that's what I'm saying. But give me the proof. Tell me I'm fucking wrong and why. Because you know I'm fucking right.
Mm-hmm.
You know it does something different to your brain when you see it in the act.
Mm-hmm.
And
how many?
I don't agree with her methods, but my God,
neither do I.
But my God,
But this is my whole thing, though. So I'm assuming he does meth too.
He got to.
I'm sure he's on something. What
It
if,
didn't say in the story, but you got to if he
is he even conscious yet?
You gotta
That's
put
the
two and
thing.
two.
he's in an artificial coma. This story only broke 2 days ago.
Yeah. So what if, hypothetically, I don't know, what if like they had made an arrangement for him to fuck her meth dealer, and she forgot she approved it?
Well, she was probably high when she made the deal.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, then that's not a crime of passion. That's a crime of stupidity.
Here's
my second thing that makes you go,
if you steal my question, I'm gonna reach across and punch you in the mouth.
no.
That's
How the fuck did her teeth not all just come out if she's on meth?
Damn it!
Oh, sorry. That was your question?
That's all right. Yeah, I was gonna say, how'd she have enough teeth to do this?
Oh, the
You
visual
know?
I just got, dude. Not cool.
And wouldn't
She's
it be
sitting there,
funny?
like, filing on, and then it just like kind of like bends and comes out of her like.
And
oh,
what if
God?
She goes this way teeth. One goes this way, one goes this way, one fell out.
Oh, dude,
what
stop.
if the
Okay,
punchline?
next,
Here's a
next.
punchline.
Oh, I
Go
can't
ahead.
take this. I can't.
What
Then I
if
got a
he
comment.
What if he comes out of the coma, and they say, "Sir, your girlfriend so and so just bit your penis and balls off," and he says, "Girlfriend? That was my sister. What happened to my girlfriend?"
It was in St.
See,
Louis.
he
It
was
wasn't in
playing-
Arkansas.
He's already played Red Dead.
Yeah.
He's already played the game.
Not yet, but I shall.
The mayor comes in with most women, cheating is a non-negotiable. However, the jail time is not worth it. In a crime of passion, the courts take a lot into consideration.
Okay, so Mayor, question to you
Go ahead.
is just that. Like I said, you did your homework. You find it on the phone. I'm not, and we know it's not happening. We know you're happily blah blah blah. But what I'm saying is, if you find it on the phone, it's a different feeling than walking,
Witnessing it.
Right, exactly. Walking through the door. If you see that as opposed to catching on the phone, is it different for you, or is it?
I'll go back to 1980. I was just a little 8-year-old kid. My dad and a friend of his was opening a photography studio. We're there painting. All the kids were having a great time. We got to get done by 8 because it's April, and you know what happened every April before Easter was The Wizard of Oz on television.
Oh yeah.
So all the kids are getting in their cars. We're all going back to our friend's house, and one kid got shuffled away. Him and his mom, they went home. We find out next day in the newspaper, the mom got shot dead by the husband, who was a cop who worked with my dad because he found out that his wife was cheating on him. And all he wanted to know is, who is it? I just want to know, da-da-da-da-da. He went nuts. He didn't catch her in the act. shot her once in the leg and once in the head, point-blank range with a shotgun. He is still in jail to this day, and I say this, for him, and I won't say their names, for him, that's not a crime of passion. That's a crime of vengeance. If I walked in and caught Angela slobbing knobs with somebody else, you're damn right. Somebody's going to die that night. And I would hope, not that I'm going to cheat, but if I were cheating and I got caught, that there's going to be a 12-inch fucking carving knife in my heart, because that's a crime of passion. You can't believe what you're seeing in front of you. All this Facebook gimmickry and all this other bullshit, like you said, with the phone. I saw you texting somebody else. Is it a violation of trust? Sure it is. Is that enough to kill? No. Is that enough to walk away? No.
It's a different feeling. Like I said, I've solved quote unquote mysteries, and mysteries have been solved on me. It's different when it's that situation. I've never been in that situation. I can honestly say I have never been in that situation. Have you?
I came close once.
Have you?
What's that? Walking in someone?
Yeah.
Walking in? No, I showed up
so
20 minutes after
I
the
don't
fact.
I don't have. But even then, you don't have.
Don't
you
have
know
the
what I'm
evidence.
saying?
You don't have anything.
Right. You have the image. Like, I'm not
Sure.
saying the image isn't there, but what I'm saying is when you physically open the door and it's right there, it does something to you. There's a way different feeling than
The vibe is completely
exactly
different,
is what I'm getting to. So leading back to Twisted Teeth here, I mean, I'm not trying to dog her. I'm really not.
Actually, that is what we're doing right now.
I'm just trying
It's
to.
our gimmick.
I'm just trying to say I kind of agree with her. Like, if she caught him, there you go. I mean,
The mayor comes up with a point, and I want to go around the table real quick before we get into Ed's next door. Or do you have it? Did you do your story yet?
no, I did mine.
Ed's next.
Ed's next. Yeah.
Vengeance and passion are very closely related. Ed, starting with you, how do you feel about that?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I don't disagree.
Anyone
I'll make
anyone
mine
who's
quick.
ever seen Star Trek 2 knows that's true.
See, it goes. See, he's not taking this seriously.
What?
This is his baby.
No,
No.
he is.
No,
Star
dude,
Trek
if
2.
you read,
Catching your woman fucking somebody else is like Star Trek 2. I can't wait to hear this.
No, vengeance and passion are closely related. I mean, anybody take the character of Khan. That's vengeance and
Say it
passion
right.
rolled into one. Khan.
Khan!
I mean, it's probably just because Ricardo Montalban's a genius, but still, though,
Well, see, Khan wanted to kill Kirk because he killed his son.
No. Khan wanted to kill Kirk because he left them on a planet. The planet's orbit shifted, and his wife ended up dying.
Oh, that's right.
I was
Killed
gonna say
his
this
killed
sounds
his
a lot
Passion.
like Taken
That's
3.
Passion, Lieutenant MacGyver's passion, vengeance, to the point where he
Nah,
gets
I'm
he
feeling
gets
Chris
his
right now,
entire he gets his entire people killed just to hunt his great white whale.
Yeah,
Moby
no,
Dick, perfect
no,
example.
no, absolutely. But that's
Great
but
White Buffalo.
Moby Dick didn't fuck his wife. I mean,
No, but he
that's-
took his,
That would have been a fantastic fucking movie.
took his leg.
All
But
right, Ed,
no,
go.
the point is that
We're going all way off.
No, but the point is it takes something from you. Something's taken from you.
No, it is.
Of
No,
course.
absolutely. But what I'm saying is, cheating. Cheating does something to somebody regardless. It does.
Yeah.
It changes you regardless. But how you find out is what defines you as a person. Is my point. If you find it, like I said, by doing your own Sherlocking, you kind of like feel vindicated already. You know what I'm saying? So your vengeance isn't as strong. You get what I'm saying? You've done your homework.
I'm following you.
So when you do your homework, the visions are already in your
you're
head.
You're more likely just gonna be like, well, I'm gonna fuck her sister, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Thank you. There you go. As sick as it sounds, there you go. It's already done. Like you've already the visions. Okay, they probably used a
I
condom.
wouldn't do that. I got
Well,
the
I
hot
hope
sister.
they used a condom. Okay, but that's how it goes. When you open that, when you walk into that, your brain it's not ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
Well,
not.
if it's in your own house, there's a lot to it.
Exactly.
And not even if it's
like-
not in your own house. Say if you're just like derp here I am.
All
at
right,
Burger
no,
King.
I'm following him. Let's say yesterday I paid you a surprise visit.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, had I walked through that door and I go into the living room area and there's him giving the high hard one to Angela, Somebody's gonna die.
There you go. Perfect.
Somebody's gonna die.
Perfect. There you go.
Don't know
Fucking
who.
Perfect.
Don't know who, but somebody's gonna die.
You don't know. You're not expecting that. You know what I'm saying? It does something to you. It's different. It's a different. When you start doing the homework, you prepare yourself. You know what I'm
Jabroni got to
saying?
give himself a new chair. That's the second time this
You
motherfucker's fell.
literally prepare yourself. When I start saying, I feel like my significant other is being dirty behind my back.
Mm-hmm.
You prepare yourself mentally. You start going down that path. You could be wrong. And if you're wrong, all of a sudden you're like, I'm so stupid, right?
Shit, I was wrong.
I was wrong. But if you're right, you've already prepared yourself. It's not that big of a shock. Like you said, let's go fuck her sister.
My personal opinion is if someone's gonna die, you should choose your significant other.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna take this, and this may not shock anybody. Kill them both.
I wouldn't kill them both because the dude's probably
Go big or go
too.
home. Fuck it. You're already gonna go to jail. Go big or go home.
Yeah, but the dude's probably a victim too.
I'm sorry. The guy is balls deep in your woman, and he's a victim.
If he doesn't know you,
He might not.
Shit, they all
he might
know.
not even be balls deep. What if they're
I'm only
sleeping?
coming to your house
What
1
if
hour a
what
week.
If you walk in and they're like completely like passed out from alcohol? Like you never know. What if you're flicking them in the air and they're
my opinion.
I'll buy that argument.
Here's the thing: even if they know, they're partly at fault, but I still think the woman's doubly at fault because she could have stopped it from happening.
They
Kill 'em
both
both.
could have stopped it.
Kill 'em
They
both.
both could have.
He's got no obligation to you.
No, he's right. He's right. Kill them. Kill them both.
Kill them both.
Fuck
Fuck it.
it.
You're already going to
Fuck
jail.
it, Shady. Kill them both.
You can get the life sentence, or you can get the double life sentence, which makes no fucking sense because you're already in there for life. Fuck it. Kill them
No,
both.
nobody goes to jail for life. They get 35 years.
And not only that, you can go back
Oh
to
wait,
my
but then
point.
you go in front of the parole board, then they say no.
Temporary insanity because you opened up the door and you weren't you. You had no idea what the fuck you were
They don't
thinking.
buy it. They don't do that anymore. They really don't.
They should though.
Watch Snapped, man. Temporary insanity is so laughed at now.
You know
It's-
why? Because so many snowflakes have used it in a wrong situation.
Oh,
That's why.
you're entirely right.
They're like, oh my god, I
And
went
the
to go
thing,
buy
too,
a fucking donut and I
Insanity
snapped.
pleas, more often than not, insanity pleas get you locked up forever.
Yeah, and like you first you get the prison, then you get the loony bin,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a halfway house gimmick.
Because there's some like doctor who can't get a job at a real hospital, who wife was killed by a motherfucker like you, and he's gonna keep you there forever.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna kill that motherfucker.
Then he's gonna have this nurse that impregnates vegetables, and he's gonna lock you in a room with him.
The
All right, right back around the forward.
new
There you go.
T-shirt for the Loki and Jabroni Show. Hashtag kill them both.
Kill 'em
BOFF.
Both.
Now that we're
Kill 'em
done,
both.
now that we're done killing motherfuckers,
But you're right.
We're not done
You're right.
yet.
I would kill them both.
let's
Kill 'em both.
let's lighten it up a little bit.
Okay.
Your favorite social media than mine, as Loki calls it, the twatter.
Mhm.
I love the twatter.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed. There's a popular expression among the
Twatterverse?
I call them the leftist elite, the educated ones
Oh
Okay.
shit.
that
I'm not hitting
often
the button.
when Middle America complains that they lost their factory job or this they're broke or whatever.
Chirp.
Exactly, the people that Donald Trump campaigned to and
Yeah.
they elected him. But when these people complain about that, the East and West Coast elite of the country are fond of saying learn to code.
Say again.
Learn to code.
Learn to code.
Learn to
Okay.
code.
Okay. Whatever.
So whenever a factory worker complains they lost their job, they're like,
Ba-doop.
whatever, man. Learn to code. Hashtag learn to code. So lately,
when no houses are being built, hashtag learn to hammer a fucking nail.
it doesn't matter.
They
Doesn't
won't.
matter.
They
I
can't.
guess not.
They don't care. Doesn't matter.
I guess not.
Fast forward to today, Huffington Post and BuzzFeed lay off combined 1,000 journalists.
Yes.
Hashtag your code
Due to-
means nothing.
Due to declining sales. Middle America gets on Twitter, tells them learn to code.
Ha
Twitter has now put learn to code down as a violation of their standards
Oh, of course.
and is hate speech.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
it's
hate
abuse.
speech.
It's abuse to tell these journalists that got laid off to learn to code.
I'm waiting for hashtag horseshit to be banned. That's all I got.
Well,
You
that's
know-
what's fucked up.
You know what's funny is, for like 3 days, I didn't touch Twitter or Facebook.
Mhm.
I just like left it alone or whatever.
Good job by you.
And the only reason why I was able to fucking come
Did
back,
the feminazis attack you too?
no,
Oh, okay.
I actually had my pool stick on sale at the marketplace, and some guy randomly just texted me that he wanted to buy my pool stick. So I literally had to go back to Facebook because of fucking Messenger. Thank you, Facebook, for fucking completing those two together, you cocksuckers.
Yeah.
That brought me right back into social media.
The fucking elitist snobbery is out of control.
No, it is. It is.
I don't know if you heard about Bill Maher and the
Dude,
comic
can I
book
shoot
thing.
him? Can I shoot him, please?
Oh, I heard a
You
little
heard
bit
he
about this.
you know he tripled down on it.
Yes,
and
dude.
he even went after Kevin Smith.
Yes, he
Yes.
did. Yes, he did. Can I shoot this guy legally?
Wow.
Can I please?
No, because
do.
guns are the devil and
What?
all that.
Oh, I don't
bullshit.
give a fuck.
You know what's
I
funny?
don't, because
He's- he's-
I will hold the back of his head and skull fuck him with that barrel before I fucking let that trigger go off.
He
Trust
is
me.
like the epitome of a wealthy elitist prick.
Yeah, he is. No, you
But
know
he's
what?
no different than
No.
U2 or fucking Bob Geldof or
No,
George
no,
Clooney,
no, no.
who made
No.
$1 billion.
You ever watch one of
and
those
tell you
fucking
how to live.
gladiator? You ever watch one of those gladiator shows? What was that one that was on fucking Showtime a long time ago? Fucking Spartacus.
Yeah.
There
Remember
you
the
go.
fucking owner of the house? That's what the fuck he is. He's one of them fucking dirty scoundrel motherfuckers, dude. He really is.
And he went on with something else because the former CEO of Starbucks is throwing his hat
Yes.
into the election
Yes.
Yeah.
as an independent.
Oh,
And
God.
the Democrats are freaking out because they think he'll pull votes from the Democrats.
Well, you heard.
He
So
probably
naturally,
will.
naturally, I'm like, go for it. But
No, he will. You know he will. You know why? Because the Democrats drink his fucking coffee.
Right.
exactly. And this is the funny thing. So Bill Maher goes on like the fucking coffee guy wants to run for president. Can we get somebody who's a fucking pro, who's fucking qualified? I'm like, I trolled him on Twitter. I said, dude, for the people, by the people, you
Yeah.
elitist fuckhead.
Yeah, exactly.
Bingo. Which is why all the Trump
Not
haters
that I'm endorsing the coffee man. Just
agreed,
saying.
and not that I
But it's
endorse.
not the
I think
point.
it's great. Though.
Not that anybody sitting at this table endorses Trump, but for the people, by the people. The man got elected. Yes, he is your president. Yes, stop fucking
Look.
whining. Yes, let him do his job. And yes, shut the fuck up.
Me and Lady J actually almost had a mini fight over this the other day. She was like, "Trump's fucking, I fucking hate him." And I was like, "Look,
Why? Because he's kept
no,
most
no,
of his
no,
promises.
Look, unemployment's up. He's gotten
Actually,
rid of
unemployment's
like,
down.
I'm sorry, that's what I meant
Employment's
to
up.
say. My bad. Exactly. Thank you. It's down. He's actually brought up the things that he's actually done is pretty good. Like he's not. Look, he's an asshole. He's an asshole.
Agreed on all fronts.
He's a Cheeto-faced fucking hypocrite. Like we all
What does
agree
Cornette
with this.
call him? President Fuckknuckle.
But it doesn't. The bottom line is he's doing his job. You know
He's
what?
doing it well.
That alcoholic that goes to work every day and does his fucking job without no fucking issues. Dude.
Ironically, Donald Trump doesn't drink.
Guess what?
Exactly.
No, I'm just saying. But I'm just
oh,
saying.
don't tell the. No.
That's his quirk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That cocaine user that beats his fucking wife. Guess what, dude? He's hard worker.
Oh, you mean the one that sells 1 million records and we still buy his shit?
There you go, fucking Chris Brown, the guy who rapes fucking French people. You know. But my point is, they could be hardworking people, man, and you're still gonna shit on them. You're still. This is the age that we live in. Like I said, whatever God you fucking praise to, start fucking praising, man. Pick up the AK-47, get your fucking ammo now because the fucking world's coming
Right.
to an end.
Going
It
to
don't fucking matter.
going to
dude.
his point with all the argument and the elitist bullshit.
That's a lot of it.
You can't have an opinion anymore without someone telling you you're wrong.
well,
Do you
there's
remem-
allowable opinion.
Well, wait. Do you remember
Yes.
horse shit? No, now I'm gonna hit the button. Horse fucking shit. Do you remember Robert's Rules of Order? The debate where you have your time, I have my time, then you have a rebuttal, then I have a rebuttal. Everybody should get their say. Now, we all have had friends. Some of us still have those friends. Some of us don't. You and I don't have those friends really anymore, where they will say their piece, and the minute you start talking, it's like, shut the fuck up, blah, blah, blah. We're not listening.
Life's too
Well,
short, man. You
you're
get to a certain age
you're a
when
fucking
you're like,
idiot.
These fucking people are not
One of the
a point of my
one of
life.
the best things I enjoy about the people that I choose to have in my life is that you can have your say, and then I'm going to have my say, and you listen. You don't have to agree with me. You can say, hey, you know what? I see your point, but I'm still sitting on this side. You know what? At the end of the day, shake hands, crack a beer. Let's have a fucking fantastic day. What I don't like, what I will never like, and what I continue not to like is I see it more, and I'm not, ladies, before you jump on me,
Just
listen.
say it. Throw some balls and say it.
There's a lot of women that employ this exact thing. I'm going to tell you everything that's wrong with you and this and that. And then when you say something else, like, nope, you don't get a choice. Nope, fuck you. This is me, accept me. No, no, and no. And it's the same thing that's going on in party politics. The Dems are on this side, and
Dems are kind of all over the place right now.
Here's the
fucking
deal.
crazy.
I was gonna say,
How many
I think the Dems are looking for anybody
Eddie,
to side with, dude. They're looking for houses to crawl into right now.
Eddie, you're the political genius of this show. How many Democrats since 1996 have called for tighter border security?
Prior to 2016?
Yes.
All of them.
Okay. How many Dems right now are calling for sanctuary states and open borders?
It's not the kind of country we are.
Yeah, until President Fuckknuckle was elected.
You know what? And when he's gone, I wouldn't be
It's
surprised.
right back
I
to
wouldn't be
status
surprised
quo.
if there's a fucking border wall built after he's gone.
Oh yeah, no,
The
you're right.
day after.
And you know what? Every fucking leftist will be like, "Yay!"
And
he's
it'll be
keeping us
rain-
safe."
You know what the beautiful part is?
And it'll be rainbow colored,
Exactly. You know what the beautiful part is? I'm watching.
reflective,
I've never been a fan of the Republican
with
Party.
cushions on it.
That would be great.
Why do you think I left in 2012?
Never been a fan of the Republican Party, but what I'm watching now is like this resurgence, and I'm watching the Republicans, and they're saying all the right things right now, whether they believe it or not. And they're, again, people in my life who I know believe these things, and I'm like, that falls in line with a more libertarian society. They don't know it.
Because there's a lot of them in the Republican Party right now.
Exactly. But the hardcore Republicans, I'm going to say one that's related to me. And I brought it out to her when she put up a little post on Facebook. I said, that's a very libertarian point of view. And I got shot back. No, it's not. Okay, whatever. The libertarians are watching the Republicans right now and smiling. I am.
Oh,
The libertarians watch the Democrats, and it's like watching an episode of fucking Family Ties. You just laugh at the stupidity.
My God, just the
It's
the
like Skippy
shit.
Handelman coming through the door every fucking episode. You're
I mean,
laughing.
Fuck, I'm just gonna say it. The number of anti-Semites that the Democrats elected this last fucking, like, seriously, they
Preach
elected,
on, brother.
they elected to that they are Muslim, but they have been openly anti-Semitic in the past, and they elected him. One guy they elected to, like, Attorney General Keith Ellison, beat the fuck out of his girlfriend. There's pictures of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They elected him.
Doesn't matter. He
It's
believes what
like-
we believe.
Exactly.
KKK.
Exactly.
Not that we're KKK. We're not.
They are.
We're not, are we?
No, we're
I'm
not. They
just,
are.
I know. I'm just. That was for dramatic.
There's like a total of like 3,000 KKK members left in the fucking country.
Yeah, I was gonna
You know
say.
why it's dwindling?
So-
Because people understand that people are people.
All right, let's wrap this up because we got two more. Got
So
one
yeah,
for me and one for you.
I got one
basically,
more,
the tech giants are elitist pigs. Moving on.
Right.
We do agree with that. We do agree with that.
Right.
All right, so leading into it,
Mm-hmm.
I really hate to say this, guys. You know what's fucked up?
What's fucked up?
Aquaman is the #1 grossing DC
I still haven't seen
movie.
it. I gotta see
Okay, you haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody. You haven't seen Spider-Man: Homecoming, and you haven't seen Aquaman. But yet, you come and sit in our seats. You leave me a little sticky surprise in mine
There was a sticky.
And
I
you
saw you. I heard the
complain
grip as you were getting up.
that
man.
we're late. First of all, I live here, so I can't be late. But that's beside the point. I was tending to some other business.
And I've never fucked you, so I can't be late.
Exactly. He can pull out, but he can't be late. You haven't seen the #1 grossing DC movie of all time.
Dude, when can I go to the movies?
I hear
When
ya.
can you put down the fucking controller and stop killing zombies?
Who's gonna watch Hannah?
Hannah can watch Aquaman with you. It's very family friendly.
Oh,
We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're scum.
Yeah, we're parents. We know the fucking whatever.
I've used that so many times. It's awesome. Who's gonna watch it?
It's fine.
Who's
She's
gonna watch the
5.
kids?
She's 5.
Here's what you do: you give her a 10-pack of nuggets and about a half a cup of Benadryl. Half hour, she's done.
I'll try to watch Spider-Man: Homecoming. with her. If she
Tryptophan and
if she
NyQuil.
reacts well, maybe we'll see Glass.
Don't bother.
What? I heard it's really good.
I heard it's terrible.
Well, you're
Split
wrong.
was good.
Split was
great.
good. The first one was it Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Unbreakable was
Good, but slightly disappointing.
good. If you're a comic, you got
I know.
you got to be
I'm
a
with
comic
you.
book fan to
I
like
was.
appreciate it, man. You got to
The only thing is so Unbreakable had that slow burn kind of superhero thing. Great. Split, slow burn, caught you by surprise.
And then
Like you don't realize
what?
what's going on until you see Bruce Willis. And
Right.
You're like, it's
And
finally a sequel to Unbreakable.
The
Yeah.
fucking full circle
What a twist!
routine.
So I'm wondering how Glass is
And-
kind of full frontal.
And can I just say that Split? This is like completely off, but I didn't know that was fucking Professor Xavier. Like because I watched
James McAvoy.
Did you
Yeah.
not?
He put the fucking work in, didn't he?
dude. What the fuck? Like, dude, he drilled that shit. Like
Like,
every character.
I'm like, put the mutton chops on him. He could be Wolverine.
Oh, dude,
But-
he was good. He was good, man.
Speaking of which, the rumor's still going on that he's going to show up in Endgame.
I heard that.
Hmm.
I heard that. But anyways, back to my point.
Yes, please.
Number one, DC movie of all beat Wonder Woman. People,
Didn't it beat the Dark Knight movies?
yes, all time DC
Fuck
movie
Aquaman, huh?
Yo,
Nobody cares
dude,
about Aquaman.
beat Superman.
I've been saying that for months, and you said no. Be open.
No, you know what happened?
Welcome.
You know what happened is y'all put that stupid meme. Hey, mamas, what you doing? Go take your son out to see Aquaman. And guess what? They did it,
Hey,
motherfuckers.
you know what? Jason Momoa knows what sells, and he's selling it.
Oh, he is.
Let's keep it real.
And I'm not gonna be. I'll be honest.
and that
I
motherfucker
like the
be
movie.
banging Lisa Bonet.
That's a downside.
Yeah, but that
If it was 20 years ago, he's
Dude,
on the upside.
he was
Of
banging
course, if
her
it was
20 years ago.
Of course, it was 20 years ago. He was 17 years old.
He was banging her
Was
20
he?
years ago.
I thought
He's
you
been
were still
her
with
for a
Kravitz
while.
20
no,
years
he's
ago.
been with her for
Get
oh,
on the
no, he
Google
was.
machine.
For his,
No, you're right.
For as lame as Justice League was, even though I liked it, for as lame as Justice League was,
He was the best character.
He was a high point.
when Superman shows up and he's like, "All right," I was like, "It fits."
yeah. No, he was the best character of that movie.
They took
man.
Aquaman in a different direction than what we remember, the three of us as kids, and a lot of you
I
remember
thought-
as kids.
Except, you know what? If the fucking mustache thing wasn't so distracting, I thought it was Cavill's best as Superman.
I'll agree.
For what
No, I
brief time
agree.
he was in there.
I
But the
agree.
fucking
The
mustache thing,
CGI upper lip
it's
gimmick.
the
terrible.
brighter suit, I'm like, this is fucking the I'm like, this
Yeah.
is what but
That is Superman.
I'll bet
That
you
is
like-
fucking
Superman.
Superman. But that's what everybody either loves or hates about Superman. He is the epitome of Boy Scout. Like, get that. Like, he
Yeah.
is a fucking Boy Scout.
and Henry
This
Cavill
is his
looks like a
planet.
Boy Scout.
He
People-
does. He looks like
He's lost his planet. He's lost his family. He's lost everything. We are his family. This is his fucking
He's
planet.
getting his family back later
He
this year.
will die. Yeah, but what I'm saying
that's
is
why I'm a Batman fan. I don't
he
need
will
nobody. Fuck him.
die for this fucking planet, people. He is the ultimate Boy Scout.
Has anybody pointed out the biggest, what is it called, hypocrisy of the Loki and Jamarni show is that our producer, like you, is a big Superman fan, yet has a Batman gimmick hanging from his rearview mirror.
Because it was a present.
But I am Superman.
I know you are.
See,
you are
so-
the Superman guy.
So that
I'm Batman. I don't
So
give a
he-
fuck. I
but
can
see,
go
That's
on
our
my
Joker.
own.
That's our Joker. He can flip flop any way he
He's
wants.
a little more like Luther.
See?
He's got a plan to rule
Oh,
the
and
world.
real quick, this is the last part of my. Do you know what's fucked up?
Don't do that with the glasses.
Because he's like Commissioner Gordon right now.
Yeah, right.
Real quick, I've heard rumors now. Joaquin Phoenix isn't the Joker.
The movie's filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
in
there's
the editing stage.
but there's rumors that the whole thing.
oh, he's not really
the
Jared
Joker.
Leto or whatever.
Right, exactly.
Hmm.
So
I don't. I, hate
I
what-
don't. I don't know if they're just throwing it out there because Aquaman did so well that they're trying to get you to think. You know what I'm saying? Like they got to reboot this franchise, dude. They
I
fucked
think
this franchise
Aquaman
hard.
It probably has.
No,
we'll
that's
see. We'll see how Wonder Woman 1980 does.
no, all right. No, hold on,
So-
hold on. No,
And Shazam.
Let's see how Shazam exactly. Let's see how
Don't
Shazam
pin
does.
your hopes on the DC universe on Shazam.
Oh, I'm not.
Here's
I'm
what
not.
I say. You want Shazam was a
Yo,
character
you got-
that everybody
You
kind
got
of
you got a
dug.
fallen hero right now in Aquaman.
Right.
Aquaman has turned this. Dude, he wasn't supposed to do this.
No.
This movie was not supposed to do what it's doing right now, and it is.
I saw this was going to be the redheaded stepchild of DC Universe, and it's blowing up.
Oh,
No,
I
Batman
agree.
v Superman's been the redheaded
it has.
stepchild.
You're right. That was supposed to be the savior. That was supposed to be the law. And
Well,
we were
that's
like,
what we wanted more than anything,
And-
and they blew it.
and they blew it. And then
they gotta make a movie about my man back
and they
here
took
eventually.
Aquaman and they were like, okay, we're gonna throw this out here.
I don't know.
If done right, yes.
My man, if you can do a
Do
Robin
all of
movie
them.
done right,
Do all of them.
the
though.
Titans, Cyborg,
No,
Robin,
no.
or
Do
just
all the Robins. You have
Yeah,
to
Grayson,
do
Grayson,
yes,
Jason Todd,
yes.
Tim Drake.
You have to break it, like literally make it into like maybe a 4-part series where the Robins go through, and you start with Grayson. You know what I'm saying?
And then
Or-
Grayson
yes.
graduates to Nightwing. I'd love to see a Nightwing
exactly.
movie.
I would too. Nightwing is
Badass.
still one of
Done
my
right,
favorite
yeah.
fucking characters.
I think
'Cause
maybe
and
next
the
week I'll get
fact that
Jason
he's
Todd on the phone and
banging
we'll talk
the
about it.
Oracle.
Right.
Come on, come on. That is a handicapped bitch, and he is like,
Yeah,
Dick Grayson don't care.
that's
oh,
too much like that nurse in the
Oh.
home. I'm a little uncomfortable. I'm a little triggered by that. Like,
Of course he'd be triggered. Why wouldn't he be?
Dick Grayson for president.
God bless Dick Grayson.
they call me Dick.
God bless Dick.
Fuck Batman.
All right, bro. Wrap it up.
All right, this one's kind of a downer, man. But did anybody hear about the 10-year-old kid from Kentucky that committed suicide over bullying?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, isn't it?
I'm so sick of it, man.
I know this kid. First of all, he's disadvantaged from birth. He's got a problem where he has to wear a colostomy bag his entire life. He's disadvantaged in a second position by being named Seven Bridges. Think about that. Your name is Seven. Okay, no, okay. I got
Well,
it.
I
Seven
mean,
Bridges.
That's
I
his
mean,
name. Seven
Jason
Bridges.
Lee named his kid helicopter pilot, so you know.
Who's the fucking actress? I
River
hate?
Phoenix.
That's a cool name though. Apple Paltrow.
Uh,
Coco
well-
Arquette.
Joaquin Phoenix's real name is Leaf Phoenix.
Yeah, but
Is it really?
That's what he used to
Ice-T
go.
is married
remember
to a
the
Coco.
remember the movie Ruskies?
Yes.
That's Joaquin Phoenix, but he used to go by Leaf Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this young man got bullied at school because he has to wear a colostomy bag. And look, people who think that society right now, I hate to tell you guys this, snowflake, feminazi, whatever you want to call yourself, bullying
Ooh.
will always exist. The difference between how you handle a bully will determine how you go through life. Now, I was bullied as a kid. I was a skinny little rail of a motherfucker. I found a way to turn it around. And now, here I am, 46 years later, sitting in this chair, talking a bunch of bullshit and drinking beer to you motherfuckers.
I
And I'm
found those
enjoying
delicious
myself.
ShopRite donuts too.
Exactly. I did my fair share of bullying too. I'm not going to lie. Am I proud of it? No. Have I reached out over the years? Not unlike Billy Madison, who avoided getting shot. But if you've never seen that movie, get out and see Billy Madison. Right now on Amazon, go to LokiandJabroni.com affiliates and get yourself an Amazon Prime account. I've talked to these people. I had a young gentleman, I call him young, he's a year older than me, but a few years ago reached out to me from my old neighborhood, and we reconnected on Facebook, had a great time, and one of the things he said was, "Hey man, I'm real sorry for the way I treated you when we were kids." I was shocked because I don't remember that he was a prick to me. I remember like 2 instances, that's it. But he said
some people you just erase.
But again, I had no frame of reference. I said, "Which one are you talking about? This instance or this instance?" He's like, "That's all you remember?" Yeah, pretty much, because it doesn't fucking matter. He's like, "Well, I treated you like a prick most of my childhood, and I want to say I'm sorry." Like, okay, I guess apology accepted and forgiveness given. I don't remember you being a prick. I remember you being a little bit narcissistic, thinking that the sun rose and set on your ass, but that's all I remember.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, right? Ed's got you beat. But at that moment, that was when I was like, you know what? Bullying can take you one of 2 ways. It can make you stronger, or you can fall victim. I feel bad for this kid. I feel bad for his family. What I don't feel bad for is this overwhelming outcry about bullying, because no matter how much you try to stop it, it's a lot like the war on drugs, in quotation marks. You're never going to stop fucking cocaine from coming in. You're never going to stop heroin. As much as it sucks and as much as it takes all of our young people, you're never going to stop any of these things. It's a fallacy.
Do you
for
know
school.
why bullying will never stop? Because we stop letting heroes be heroes.
We stop letting
We
alpha
stop-
males be alpha males.
Thank you. Exactly. We stopped
I
letting
told
heroes
you-
be heroes. We
you're-
stopped letting kids stick up for their friends and their other kids so long ago.
What'd your old man tell you if somebody bullies you what to do?
Go stick up for yourself.
My old
Go
man said,
punch him in the fucking
my
mouth.
old man said, give him 5 in the lip.
Go stick up for yourself.
One of the few
You know
things
what?
I like about my old man.
Even if you lost that fight, at least you proved
2 things are going to happen.
that you were willing to stick up for yourself,
Or
and that motherfucker, you won. I
Yep.
mean,
or
some-
you're going to knock him the fuck out.
right, exactly. But if you lost, that motherfucker knew that you were at least going to fight him. So even he could look at you and be like, that motherfucker's going to fight me.
There
Or
was,
he can look at you and be like, that motherfucker's not going to fight me.
there was a young man in our
Who am I going to get 50 cent from?
right?
I'm going to grab it from him because he ain't going to fight me.
No-
Can I beat your ass and still get 50 cent? Yeah, absolutely. But you're going to fight me.
Mhm.
And you know what? You might actually
Bring it on.
right, exactly. You might actually cut my lip that day, and that would
Earn
suck.
it. I
Exactly.
told a kid, I went to a
We
football
stopped
game.
letting
I told,
heroes be fucking heroes.
Christ, I told this story in the infancy of the show. I went to Baltimore one time to see the Ravens and the Falcons. And there was a kid sitting on the sidewalk on a skateboard with more metal in his head than anybody I've ever seen before. Hey, man, you got some spare change? Like, I got $300 in my pocket. I'm going to the football game. You want it? Roll me. What? Seriously. Earn your money. Kick my ass. No, man, it's okay. And as I'm walking away, he breaks out. This is the days of the flip phone. He opened up his flip phone. And he said, guy in the Michael Vick jersey, don't even fucking bother. They were working a scam. But the point is, you know, we had a young lady in our neighborhood who, one of the young boys in the neighborhood he was just on her and picking on her and going to town. And the father had enough. And we were all playing kickball one day. And he's got the girl by the shirt and rolled her out. Says, which one of you motherfuckers is picking on my girl? Well, we knew who it was, but, you know, bros before hoes, right? We all went silent. He goes, all right, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to line y'all up, and she's going to kick all your asses. Now, I'm 10 years old. I said, put me first. Why is that? Because I'm going to kick her ass. I didn't do it, but if you want to call me out, I'll kick her ass. And she happened to be a very good friend of mine, and she smiled. He's willing to fight for me. He's willing to show that you can't blame everybody for one person. And that's what this is. They're blanketing society. Like, this kid got bullied. Well, who bullied him? Was it everybody, or was it like 1 or 2 kids? I feel bad for the kid. I feel bad for the family. But at the same time, this whole blanket bullying bullshit, it's never going to fucking end. You know why bullying doesn't end? Because there's alphas, and then there's everybody else. And if you're not at the top of the food chain, figure out how to get to the fucking top.
Or find a friend that is. That's how it's always worked
Exactly.
out, man.
Everybody's
That's how
got
it's
that.
always worked out. Guess what? Captain of fucking football team had that dude that helped him out with his fucking homework.
There was
Why? Because he was the fucking alpha, and the guy that helped him with his homework was the fucking nerd and usually got his ass kicked.
Funny,
But
wasn't
all of a sudden, it changed, and they became best friends. As a matter of fact, it became so cool that they actually changed their lives entirely.
wasn't the captain, but it was second best guy on our baseball team and the shortest. Look, I'm going to break a lot of boundaries here. It was 1987. Everybody knew this kid was gay. He was catching some shit. And second best player on the baseball team.
Carol Spalding? Oh, never mind.
No.
He didn't play baseball.
He thought he could.
Sorry, Carol.
Love you, kid. I'll tell you a story about Carol Spalding off air. Anyway,
Not too terrible.
It's not bad, right?
anyway,
It's not the pineapple space cake.
there were 3 kids picking on the gay
I'm
kid.
good with that.
The pineapple's
Yeah.
good.
So I don't know how he did it. Like, he grew an extra arm out of his ass or something, but he pinned the 3 kids up against the lockers up in the 200 wing of Ledyard High School. You remember? It
Oh,
was
fuck
the,
yeah. I
the
love
sophomore wing, right?
Yep.
Pinned all 3 kids up, says, if you fuck with this kid again, you deal with me. And that was it. The gay kid never got bullied again.
No, ever. Ever.
Sometimes you need those friends.
And guess what? They had a healthy relationship. It wasn't like the alpha male went up and slapped the hell out of this kid. No. See, I hate that the term alpha male gets so fucked. I really do.
It's toxic.
It's not.
It's
masculinity is not toxic.
Yes,
people.
it is. It's toxic.
It's actually what keeps this world fucking rotating.
Stop it, Michael. It's
At
toxic.
this fucking point, it really does.
My
We need-
vagina is curdling.
We need more masculinity in this fucking
well,
life.
That's my thing. Like I'm tired of everybody. This goes along with everything being on a spectrum.
Oh,
like,
Christ,
no,
here it comes.
Masculinity is not on a spectrum.
No.
You know,
No.
It's who men are.
It's part of the spectrum, people. It is not the spectrum, okay? If you want to classify everything into a spectrum, the whole idea of a spectrum is it's multiple colors, right? Therefore, you need multiple factions to come in there to make it a whole. You don't just need masculinity. You need masculinity, femininity, you need humanitarianism, you need thought, you need intelligence, you need soul, you need all these things to come together to make your prism, to make your whole. It's not just one thing. And this is what people don't get. When you start picking on one thing, when you start picking on feminism, when you start picking on masculinity, we need these things, people. We need these things. This is all part of an ingredient. Look, when you make a pot of soup, right? If you don't throw potatoes in it and it calls for fucking potatoes, you're gonna notice the difference. All right? It's that fucking simple. It's the same thing here. If you have masculinity, you used to have masculinity in here. Look, John Wayne, The Rock, John Cena. These guys are tough motherfuckers, dude. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sylvester Stallone. The names keep going on and on. Mr. T, Machismo out the fucking ass.
What I would ask, since we covered this story with the nurse,
Yes.
I would never refer to this guy as masculine.
No.
For what he did.
No, he's not
It's
masculine.
cowardly.
Yes.
It's pathetic.
Yes.
It's
snake.
It's an entirely, in my opinion, it's an entirely different plane of existence.
Yes.
It's a lack of worth.
Exactly. What he did was he found a niche. He found his way. Like I said, look at the guy. You think he had pussy knocking on the door? No. So he figured a diabolical plan. He figured out some sick way to get his little jollies off.
Yeah.
Now, when he's done with that, he can go on with his normal life. Now he goes home and plays.
Now he's done forever.
Wow. Right, exactly. Now,
Hopefully.
now he is.
He'll
Yes,
he'll probably get 4 years.
But in his mind, that part of his life has been fulfilled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The part that when he sits there and he's on his Xbox controller or he's doing whatever he is with his friends, and his friends are out there, dude, I just banged this blonde. Now he gets that part that he felt was empty.
The rub.
Right. Now he gets part of that. Oh, dude, I just fucking filled this bitch. They don't know. They don't know what the fuck he just did.
Nah.
All he knows, or all they know, is he just got laid.
I almost guarantee this guy did not have any kind of masculine role model to learn from.
No.
It's like that meme. What's that meme that goes around? It shows Cary Grant on one side and
I shared that not too long ago.
I've seen it a couple times.
What happened to masculinity?
Some skinny jean motherfucker with purple hair or whatever. That's a
and
perfect
man purse.
example. Like, when's the last time you got dressed up in a suit just because?
My sister's wedding.
That's an occasion, though. Like,
yeah,
motherfuckers used to dress like that
strangely
all
enough,
the time.
Yeah.
A bunch of us at my former job, the X crew can tell you all about this. Roger, big fan of the show. We just decided every Friday
what are
we're
you
gonna wear
saying?
shirt and ties.
What are you saying? WrestleMania, we got to come in dressed in like Cody Rhodes?
Maybe we should get
Is
tuxedos.
that what we got to do?
No, what we should
I got
do.
a nice little suit I can fucking rock. You want to be like Cody Rhodes and wear a suit at WrestleMania?
Let's rent tuxedos like Mean Gene and show our respect.
We don't.
I
We
say
ain't got to
that's
do
what
the
we do.
full tux.
With the fluffy gimmick like Lord Alfred Hayes, God rest his soul.
I'm not saying that we need to wear suits all the time.
No, I get what
But
you're saying.
What kind of happened with that mentality where
You're right.
Right.
you woke up in the morning?
Well, we did that as a goof. We stuck it to this factory that we worked in.
'Cause-
We're like, fuck it, we're gonna show up in slacks, shirts, and ties and do our job.
I'm going to shatter some allowable opinion right now.
Feel free.
So, you hear most women complain like, "Oh, we have to get ourselves all done up, this, that, and the other thing because patriarchy." Motherfucker, back when Cary Grant was around, these motherfuckers were doing themselves up.
Yeah.
The hair was high and tight. The eyebrows were perfect, clean shaven.
You're damn right.
Every day. I
If
mean,
they had a mustache, it was trimmed
it was
to
perfect
perfection.
or waxed.
Yeah.
Iron Chic, man.
Masculine.
Right.
I'm
It
saying
was. Yeah.
masculine.
Men could
It
be
was.
men.
hell,
And-
even when I was in junior high school, which
You were
I
never
call,
in junior
which-
high school.
I was, which I call the tail end. I think of looking nice, because I think sometime after I
I
got
don't know. High school, I was still.
well, you were in high school when I was in junior high.
Oh, good call.
So
Okay,
and I
good
was
call.
in
I
high
think
school
it-
when
Yeah,
you
no,
guys
you
were
got me.
children.
You got me. You got
so
me. Good
that
call.
was
Good call.
that was I think Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I think
Yeah.
just started.
No, you're right. You're
Oh
right.
God, I feel so
Everybody dressed,
fucking old.
Everybody
No, looking
dressed really
fly.
nice.
No, you
really
would.
cool.
You would. You would. Even the headbangers looked fly.
Yeah.
We worked our gimmick.
No, we
the
did.
hair was right. The
Yes,
leather jacket was
absolutely.
shiny.
There was
the
a-
leather boots, the
You're
chains,
right.
everything.
There was a certain. You had a certain pride about yourself.
I got
It
you.
wasn't. It wasn't arrogant,
It was
but it was
a lot
pride.
of brand name.
Yes.
Yes, you know, lot,
Guess,
some kids had money.
Z Cavaricci.
Cavaricci.
Oh yeah, that shit was out
the only
there.
brand name the
Nike,
headbangers had was Wrangler,
No, I wore some Guess.
Wilson's leather.
I had,
No,
but,
Oh,
but
I
my
didn't.
Guess was worn in.
Actually, Guess
I had some Guess ripped
Guess
jeans.
only
baby.
really had the tight
I
fitting
didn't.
jeans for the men at one point.
Of course, I graduated
everybody
in
else went
'90,
the other
so
way.
I
Yeah.
got I graduated in 1990. So I
Baggy.
gotta say,
And
my
our
brand
boy-
name was Wrangler, and the only brands you really
And
saw in me
Levi's.
was
I love my 501s.
right, Kiss
I
and
love
Iron
501s,
Maiden.
baby.
And our boy Rob, and I think his wife. I think his wife was the one that told me I finally got him to stop wearing those tight ass jeans, and I'm like, oh, good, because he was
Yeah, but
still rocking that
He
shit. in the
couldn't fit in them
2000s.
anymore. That's why.
He was
dude.
Can men still be men in this society of people
No, we
saying
can't.
masculinity is
We
toxic?
can't. We can't. We can't.
Okay,
Well,
then I-
right now they say we're just being fragile.
horseshit.
It's our
No. Now they're saying we're being. Look, dude. Look at Terry Crews. He is,
Cheeseburger Eddie.
dude. He is the most masculine fucking man I know, and he sat there and cried about how much a man fucking diddled him, dude.
Yeah.
Come
But
on,
that's real though. Come on.
I don't give a fuck if that's real. That's Terry fucking Crews. You know what Terry Crews does in the masculine world? He punches that motherfucker, and he doesn't stop punching that motherfucker.
Terry Crews
until-
wasn't always 260 and 6'5". You got to remember
I
that.
get this, dude.
That's
but,
probably why he's now.
no, I
260 and 6'5".
Right. But what I'm saying is, dude,
6'5" is
there's a
genetics.
point-
260 is
There's
him.
a point that gets you. I don't give a fuck if you're a $150 and somebody does that to you. You rage.
Fight back.
You rage. There's an alpha in every fucking male. You get that, man.
Well, I got
There
you.
is. There is. It just takes something to break it out of you. It does. Like, and when it comes out of you, don't fight it, man. Just accept it for what it is.
Let the
We're
warrior be the
fucking
warrior.
I will
Look,
file my teeth
we
down
are-
and I will
we
chew a
are
motherfucker's dick off.
fucking
Oh,
men,
Jesus.
and women are fucking women, and there's a reason why there are two sexes in this fucking world, and that's it.
Well, that's the thing too. If you really think about it, like they've suddenly.
Did you just assume my gender?
I did.
Okay, thank
I
you.
really
they-
much think that you're a man.
I appreciate you
But
saying
if
that.
you want
The
to take
gender
the
thing-
woman's side,
No,
of it,
I was about to say I appreciate you saying that.
Well, the gender thing is interesting because at its core, if you really strip it away, they're saying being a woman is bad. Bottom line,
Pretty much.
if you think about it, because most of the identity stuff comes from the female side, and it all comes from this. I'm not going to conform to a societal norm, which basically means they filled their head with the garbage that you're less than because you're a woman.
right.
Okay. So I've always said, I made this argument that the whole gender identity thing is sexist.
Yeah.
You know, and you got some dudes that do it too, but I think most of them are trying to be YouTubers. But,
Yeah.
you know, and
I know one in particular.
here's the thing. I've seen a few.
You care to expand on that a little further?
I'm not naming any names. I'm just saying he usually starts his thing with women. Have you ever?
Oh, that guy.
Thank you.
But anyway, but you know what
That's the
I'm saying?
one.
Like I watched, I forget what it is. This he's a conservative, I think, on the Blaze, and I think he's Hispanic, and he wears a MAGA hat. And I'm watching him argue with this woman that says facts aren't important, emotions are important, blah blah blah. And she's completely shaved her head, shaved her eyebrows, and everything because she identifies as Z. Like she's nothing.
Z is a letter in the alphabet.
And I'm like,
That's nothing.
No, it's a letter in the fucking
But
alphabet.
it's nothing.
I
Besides
use it
that-
every day.
why?
I don't.
Here's the thing. Why would you? Why
You
would
say
you
pizza
want-
ever? There's two Z's right there.
I do, but I don't say it every day. I
Why?
mean, I don't think I ever use the word pizza every day.
Okay, let's forget about the Z for a second. Forget I even brought it up. Why would you want to relegate yourself to nothing? Like
my point.
No identity whatsoever, basically.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
why in a second.
Because it's been filled into your head that because you're a woman, it's somehow bad or negative, or how you can't somehow
It's not.
succeed.
Women. Oh my God. Let me squash this fucking theory right now. Men do everything for a woman. All right? Now,
Mostly.
okay, mostly. Most men.
They try their ass off.
Right. Most men do everything to impress.
Preach on, Brother Loki.
At the end of the day, who are we trying to impress? A woman. Come
Anna.
on, let's be honest. Is she not a fucking
85,
woman?
15.
She is totally impressed when I lift her up over my head.
See, there you go. She's
Well,
impressed.
she also weighs 8 pounds with a brick in her pocket.
I just been getting bigger. It's
My-
starting to hurt.
Not my fault.
my point is this: is we as men, we feel obligated to do this. Like this is our calling in life. All right, we need a mate. Like I don't give a fuck. You could say you're bachelor or omega for the rest of your life, but there's this little thing inside of you. You need a mate. All right, that's what we're designed to do. We're designed to fucking become one with somebody
Yeah.
and live out our fucking lives.
Unless you're born asexual, which is a thing apparently.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
very rare.
I guess. I thought it was only bullfrogs and occasional dinosaurs, but I guess humans are doing it now too. Okay,
well, there
cool.
are people that for some reason they're born, they have no attraction to either or. They can't explain it. Like they try to get in relationships, but they can't. There's just something that's broken in them. I hate to use the word broken, but it's a disorder.
It is. It
And
is.
They call it asexual. Obviously, they can't reproduce on their own. They need another person, but they call
but it's
them
not.
asexual
So
because they're
then
kind of
you're not asexual then,
right.
because if you were truly asexual, you would be able to reproduce with yourself.
Right.
So therefore, you're not. Okay. So
Well, it's
don't-
funny how science works.
It is right. Isn't that
It's kind of like flat Earth, but
Holy
different.
shit!
Well,
Science
that's-
is fucking amazing, dude.
I'm glad you brought that up too. With asexual people too, it's not that they don't. It's not that they don't want to be attracted to somebody. They just can't for some reason.
And that's fine.
They
but
still
look,
But they're
like-
not asexual.
But my point
It's
is,
just the term they use
if they're
for it.
right, but
It's
if they're
horseshit at its core.
It is because if they're female and I bust a fucking nut in them,
they
guess what?
can reproduce.
They can reproduce,
Yes,
right?
but they
and
just-
if you're male,
They just won't like it.
and they exactly fine, you don't have to like it. But if you're male and you bust a nut in a fucking chick, guess what? You could
You don't
probably.
have to fucking like this.
I hate to say this, but to Ed's point,
so you're
to-
not asexual, motherfuckers.
I know I'm gonna catch shit for this, but to Ed's point, hashtag NMFP, not my fucking problem.
It isn't. It really isn't. We need to stop this. No, you know what's fucked up, gentlemen?
What's fucked up?
We need to stop this.
I know. Angela said something the other night. We were talking about a similar subject, and she says, "You know what? The problem is that today's youth, from say birth, and I'm gonna go as far as 25, they all want a label. They all want to be something. They don't want to be themselves. They want to be a part of a group. They want to feel accepted. I
Oh, yeah.
identify as a horse. I identify as a man. I identify as a woman. I identify as an AR-15. I identify as vape liquid. Whatever. They all want to be a part of something so bad because they live their lives on a screen.
Let
They
them.
don't go out and play kickball.
Because you know what? We have this really cool thing. It's called, as you turn 18, you become a legal adult.
Mm-hmm.
So up until you're 8, I know.
Oh,
Whoa,
don't. No, triggered.
Whoa, hold on.
Triggered.
Up until you're 18 years old, you can be whatever the fuck you want, dude. If you want to mark yourself as a hurricane, mark
Be a
yourself
hurricane.
as a hurricane, motherfucker.
I'm gonna go a little bit further than to what she was saying. I think part of the problem is now there's a certain age even before you're 18. 18 in the eyes. First of all, you're
The eyes of the
legally an adult.
law.
You're
You are.
legally an adult.
Right.
We were kicked out.
I know.
At 18 at that point.
I was already gone.
I know some 18-year-olds.
I was already gone.
I know
Fuck
some
yes.
18-year-olds that would
Fuck
never
yes.
survive on their own. But
You want to know
I
where I
think the
was?
Too
problem
bad. Too
Gonna piss-
fucking bad.
Right.
there's a certain journey to adulthood that I think doesn't happen. So, like, say 16 when
Nowadays,
you start
no.
driving.
Yep.
Like, okay, you're 16, you start driving. Maybe think about a part-time job. Maybe think about this, that. I think that gets skipped a lot. So all of a sudden, come 18, and
What do I gotta
If you
do?
have-
Now what do I do?
well, not even that. Like, I'm blaming parents on this one. Some
Yes!
parents are like,
No,
some
absolutely.
parents
Yes!
are just like, all right, get the fuck out. I'm like, you never even
You
showed me how to
told
balance
me
a
no.
checkbook.
Yeah, exactly. You taught me
You know?
no life skills. You thought high school was going to teach me
Right,
life
and
skills.
that's a 50-50 proposition.
didn't.
Because Because
Do the
I,
parents
I
do it,
didn't
or
even show up to school.
the parents and the school
No,
should
I
work
blame the
in
parents.
tandem. No, wait.
No.
ultimately
work
it's the
with me.
parents
Work with me.
responsible for
Thank
Work
you.
with me.
Yes.
Work
Yes.
with me.
Yes.
I agree. But in high school, you take economics classes. You take this class. You take this class. The parents should be at
How
home.
much they get paid? How much do teachers get paid?
Less than a garbage man.
Thank you. So do you trust a person that gets paid less than a garbage man to teach your child economics?
Do you have a teacher that you look back on now and say that person almost changed my life?
Whoa. Hold on. How?
Uh,
Because economically,
no.
Because
no,
if a teacher
nobody-
taught me how to be economic, I wouldn't be in where I am right now.
No.
The teacher
And
is
there's certain part of
slave
my
to the
family.
curriculum.
Whoa. There's certain part of my
I love
family
his
members.
passion right now. Go ahead.
There's certain part of my family members, my sister, my brother. There's certain people that touched them
Mhm.
that I didn't get touched by, and oh my god, I didn't touch.
Teachers getting touched
Right.
is a new thing.
I don't know. We're not even talking about you fucking you Jenners, you fuck you all that want to twist this shit.
I got
It is-
you. I got
It's
you.
simple. I have never been touched by a person that made me change to the point that these people have.
No. That gave you inspiration to
Right.
be the best you could be. That's
Right.
what I'm talking about.
Have I just gotten to that point? Yes.
Okay.
I think just recently I have, and it's kind of funny because I just recently told my brother
If
that
you
I
say
was,
Guy Mazzarella, I'm gonna kiss you.
God,
Okay.
no, God, no.
I
This
love
was
that guy.
this was my dad and my brother.
I
And,
only had
and,
one
and
teacher.
a combination.
I only have
I'm
one
just saying.
teacher that I hold in really in any regard. Except
Same
for
here.
some elementary teachers, which are cool.
One.
But Patricia Hans,
But
my
did
English teacher.
hold on, but back to my point. Did they help you economically?
Well, she was an English teacher, so no.
So okay, point again.
That's not what I was saying.
No, but I am.
changed your
but I
worldview.
am. But see, worldview is different from economic because
Is it?
well, worldview
It
and life
is.
skills are different.
it is. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
The teacher on my side was like, if you want it, go out and get it. Work your ass off.
Okay, but how's that working for you right now?
I
'Cause
work
you're,
my ass
you're,
off.
You're a little
I'm-
older than I am right now, and
I'm-
we're both pretty much in the same situation.
See, here,
I live within my means. I'm not an opulent person. If I had money, I'd
I'm
probably
able to pay for two people right now.
exactly.
See, so I want to say that I'm successful.
Look at it this way.
However,
Money
I
would ruin me.
feel like exactly.
Money would ruin me. I'd have
I
a
feel like success would probably not be a good thing.
right. If I had the money that I'll think like a millennial for a second. If I had the money I think I deserve, there'd be a swimming pool outside filled with Crown Royal, and we'd all be swimming in it right now.
No, not right now. We're doing the show right now.
Well, exactly.
that
After
pe-
the
that
show.
give me
people
my
need to
pile
hear.
of cocaine.
It'd
I'll
be-
get in
oh,
that fucking pool.
Hey, if
That
I've got
people need
fuck
to
you
hear.
money,
Listen,
you've got your
people need to
pile of
hear,
coke.
All right, all
But
right.
he instilled in me that, and that's what I'm talking about. The teacher that it told you to be the best, you have to think and work like you're the best.
And you know what's funny is my teacher would probably have to be Mr. King.
Ledger's Mr. King.
Of course. You want to hear
Never
something?
had him as a teacher.
whoa.
I dated his daughter.
You want to hear something that blows your mind?
Yes.
Not only did Mr. King teach me,
Mm-hmm.
he taught my ex-wife,
No shit.
taught my ex-wife's both brothers,
No shit.
and is now teaching both of my sons.
No shit.
Yes.
I dated his daughter.
So I
How
gotta
about
love
that?
Mr. King, man.
My
I
only
He would give me
love
the
Mr.
side
King.
eye every week in the fucking
Great
hallway.
Guy, great guy, man. What a fucking
Can
great
I say
guy.
something?
Are you going to see my daughter right now?
Sure.
Can I say something about the teacher? I mean, it's great that you felt the way about that teacher, but I think a teacher that says work, do this and go out and do that and doesn't tell you how is not teaching you.
No.
He's just playing politics. Oh,
This
I told him to do the right thing. I'm
Strange
good.
thing is, a year ago I went out and had lunch with this teacher. That's how much I think of him, and that's how much he still influences
I'm sure
me.
he's fantastic.
Follow your heart, work your ass off. If you don't work your ass off, you're a victim. If you work your ass off and you only get to X, work harder. Do your thing. And we all know this. You just got a new job. You worked your ass off at a job that treated you
Yeah,
like
but
shit.
you know what, dude?
You moved on.
Here I am, 10 years at this place, not working my ass off to where I should be. And my brother brought up this point. My brother is
Only you
making-
can change that.
No, exactly. My brother's making bank right now. Could I be making more bank? Absolutely. So do I want to change shit? Absolutely. But is a teacher going to make me think that? No. You have to make me
See,
think.
my teachers were still in
It
the
has
whole,
to be instilled somewhere.
My teachers were still in the whole, oh, you got to go to college to do this. Well,
No.
I went to college.
Yeah.
I'm still sitting here with you guys.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
But what
my
we're
point.
doing, and I'll say this just to not to blow smoke up any of our asses, But what we're doing here is we're trying to change our situation. We're putting ourselves out there. This could
Maybe.
be, yeah.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? We could sit forever for the last 4 years, not to blow up in a negative way, Mark. We could sit at Mark's house all the time and go, you know what? We could be doing a podcast. Not everybody goes the Bruce Pritchard route and makes money. Nobody gave a fuck about Bruce Pritchard until he started the podcast. Nobody gave a fuck about Jimmy Wisman until he started the podcast. You got to start somewhere.
I don't think nobody gives a fuck about Bruce Pritchard now. I think they just hashtag.
My man's making bank.
I know he is, but they're just like hashtag Bruce Pritchard.
He's
please
entertaining.
retweet me.
But he's entertaining. I don't think they probably don't give a shit about him as a person.
Exactly.
You know?
He's not
Like-
a teacher.
like,
He's not.
I like listening to Joe Rogan once in a while. I don't watch his comedy.
and I don't think he's
I
a
do.
fucking.
It's a little weird.
I don't think he's a very intelligent person.
He's
I
a-
think he's just.
I think he's.
I
I'll
disagree with that.
disagree. I've
Yeah.
watched him on MMA on the UFC. He is ridiculously brilliant when it comes to that. I've watched his political commentary.
But see, that's fighting.
Wait,
you could
I
talk
just
about
said
fighting all
I've
day.
listened to his political commentary. He's ridiculously intelligent, but I watch his comedy, which is how he made his way. And then what was that show? Talk Radio.
He did talk radio, and then it was the thing that really got him was that fucking game show, where you eat cow penis.
Oh, Fear Factor.
Fear Factor.
Not a fan.
He wasn't a fan if you listen to him
But
talk about it.
no.
he
he
went out.
wasn't.
He put himself out there in 5 different areas. Somebody's gonna pick one out and say that's the guy we want.
Yeah.
Much like Basement Quest, C&J Speed Review, Logan Jabroni Show, My Journey with Music, Libertarian Focus. You put yourself out there enough, something's gonna catch fire, and then when that catches fire, everything else is gonna catch fire. We don't stop trying, and that's what this man instilled in me. You don't stop trying. The minute you stop trying, you don't get old. I'm trying to remember the quote exactly. You don't get old because you don't get old because you stop having fun. You stop having fun because you got old. I want to have fun.
Nah,
I want to keep working my ass off.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I think as you get older, you start realizing what life means to you.
Mm-hmm.
When you're young,
No doubt.
there's a reason why we say young and fearless. You're fearless for a reason because you haven't lived.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what it feels like
You haven't
to
seen
have.
you haven't seen people die in front of you.
Exactly.
Right.
And if
You
you,
don't know what
have,
it feels like to have 480 fucking volts get pushed through your fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You haven't done stupid things.
watch your friend get shot.
Right. You haven't lived enough to see what happens when bad things happen.
Right.
And when you do get to live through that, it changes you.
But would you
become a
Would you
become a different
agree that
person.
kids today just believe that the world is fucking ice cream and rainbows?
You know why?
Oh no, they think it's
Because
hor-
they're
No.
told.
they think it's
They think
worse
it's
than it
horrible.
actually is.
No, they think it's horrible because they have YouTube. People post people fucking murdering puppies. Like literally. You could type
and there's no
on
repercussion.
YouTube
and you have a 24 news cycle
murdering
that lies
puppies,
to you.
and you're gonna see 50 fucking videos of people murdering fucking puppies,
Mhm.
puppies, fucking out of the womb puppies. People, come on, this is sick. This is what's wrong with society.
Parents
today.
aren't allowed to teach their
We-
children.
no,
Society teaches the
There's
children.
There's too much information available to these
Amen.
kids.
Right there.
When
He
we
nailed it.
go to work, when we go to do our job to pay to have these kids be available, these kids are on these fucking smart devices killing puppies.
Well, the problem is
What can we do about that? We
I
can do
love-
shit.
I love that there's too much information.
I
The
hate it.
Problem is
I hate it.
Well,
It's the wrong
you're
information.
you're in a position. Well, I'm getting to that. You're in a position to where now you can tell your kids, listen, there's a lot of shit on there.
Yeah, that's
you're
a
gonna
good
see.
point. Your kids are older.
Yeah.
Don't go with your first gut reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've had these conversations with my
step
boys.
back.
Trust me, and I'm glad I've had these conversations with my boys.
You did a great job.
Perfect example is fucking Donald Trump. So it's like, Donald Trump called Mexican animals. Take a deep breath, back up, and wait.
Guess what?
He said MS-13 are animals.
Back in the day, there was this color commentary NFL sportscaster, and he said, "Look at those monkeys run." Dude, this was in the 80s, and he lost his job. The name, Howard Cosell.
Mhm.
You remember that name?
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course you remember that name.
I'll go back 8 years. I don't remember his name. He was a fringe WWE commentator. When the big flippy, what we see now. He coined the phrase, and I quote, spot monkey.
Mm-hmm.
All they care about is doing their flips and getting their shit in. They're not caring about entertaining the people. They just want to get their shit in. And he slipped on his internet blog and called them spot monkeys. But who was he talking about? A young gentleman who was the independent darling at the time called the Human Tornado. Excellent worker, but he was a spot monkey. AJ Styles at times can be a spot monkey. Who's the white guy who's recently in the WWE with the cape and 205? I can see his first name, Adrian. Neville. Neville is a spot monkey. There's a million of them. Rey Mysterio 20 years ago could have been called a spot monkey.
Rey Mysterio right now is a spot monkey.
But the fact that within
Come on, he just
I'll agree.
Nia Jax 619 spot monkey all day long.
Now, because he said that about the Human Tornado, who was an African-American gentleman, lost his high-paying job with the WWE and the website and all that. I don't know where he is now. I can't remember his name, but he coined the phrase spot monkey.
Beginning of the show, I just said Rey Mysterio is allowed to hit Nia Jax in the face because Mexicans are known for hitting women.
It is what it is.
I will stand behind that statement.
And we're going to get canceled.
Because
we're done.
Hey, you know what? I got about 15 Mexicans at home going, he right. That mother, I work with him. Woo, Loki right.
It could be.
It's true.
And I'm not debating that. What I'm saying, to your point about, like the Mexicans and spot monkeys and all this, we've become too fucking sensitive at the same time.
Yes.
We've been desensitized. We're sensitive when someone says,
No.
hey, Mike, your haircut looks like X. I'm triggered. But you'll watch a video about killing puppies.
We've become so sensitized that the ones that are so pissed off are trying to push it past sensitism.
I made a joke.
We are trying to push it to the point where you piss somebody off so bad that they get offended. You want to see how bad it takes somebody to get offended.
The senator from I don't know which state, Eddie will chime in when I say her name, Kamala Harris.
Oh,
California.
God.
Thank you.
God.
Is announcing her candidacy
Please
for 2020.
do not
vote
for this bitch.
I made a joke, which, and I'm drawing a line in the sand. Republican folk found funny. Democrat folk found offensive. I put up a picture of James Harris. If you don't know who James Harris is, get on my level. He played Kamala, the Ugandan giant, in the WWE. Currently has no legs because of diabetes and whatnot. I put up a picture of Kamala. I said, Kamala for president 2020. Boy, did I get shit on.
I gotta give it to you, though.
Thank you.
Pretty.
If
you gotta do this shit now.
Exactly.
You gotta stir this shit up, man.
And that's what this show is. We're expanding your mind.
Oh,
We're
my
telling you,
God.
don't believe the bullshit of mainstream media.
You know how she got to where she is?
Sucking dick, from what I understand.
Yeah, she slept her way to the top.
No, that's
like a six-figure
we've
income.
talked about this.
Hey, look, Monica Lewinsky should be president right now by my fucking calculation.
But
yeah, I wouldn't.
all right, guys, we gotta break this down a little bit for you guys. Look,
Final thought. Go ahead.
Final thoughts is this. Since day one, we've said this. Masculinity is not toxicity.
Amen.
It's not, people.
Open the pickle jar yourself.
We need masculinity
to kill the spiders.
as much as we need feminism.
Right.
Or feminism. I'm sorry. I don't want to fuck
Femininity.
That word.
Feminism is a fucking animal I don't want to talk
Femininity.
about.
Thank you.
We need less isms.
I don't want to
Thank
fuck
you,
that
Eddie.
word up. We need it all. We need it all. Why? Because it's a 50-50 right down the middle, man.
Amen.
It's and look, I'm not trying to take the gay people out. I'm not. Look, if you're lesbian or if you're gay, it's the same thing.
50-50.
Your partner
Doesn't
is
mean
out
you're less
there.
masculine.
Right,
either.
exactly. Because there are, and I'm sorry, I'm going to use the word dykes. I don't want to offend you, but there are some
I'm
dykes out
offended
there
already.
that are pretty fucking masculine, all right?
Yep.
And there are some men out there that are pretty feminine, okay? So we fill in the blanks, people. We fill in the blanks. Just because you're gay,
It's a puzzle piece.
it doesn't make you negative. It doesn't make you a fucking black sheep. We work into the equation. And this is my point, people. Let's work it. Let's make it happen. If if this guy over here is over masculine, but he's gay, and you over here are super feminine, but you're gay, let's get you together. Now, we got my man over here, super masculine. We got this woman over here, super feminine, big Taz. Let's get them together.
Bring it.
Let's do this, man. There's too much hate, not enough love. I don't care if you want to love a woman and you're a woman. I don't care if you're a man and you want to love a man. I don't care if you're a man, want to love a woman. Woman, want to love a man.
Bring it on.
Bring it. Let's bring it. Let's make 2019 about love.
Gotcha. Eddie, final thought?
Well, fuck love.
Okay.
But no, just kidding.
He's going to be the opposite.
Penis doesn't get hard without that, man.
No, not really.
Oh, it has many
Well,
times.
anyway,
Coke, yeah, no shit. You
as
sprinkle
many
it.
as many times as he goes to Pornhub in a week, it does get hard.
Spank
Yeah.
bang. But anyway,
Next.
Oh yeah. Oh, whoa,
Go ahead.
Whoa. You don't believe in love?
do I believe in it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you're not involved in it right now, right?
Just a little jaded.
You're a little jaded.
Little
Yeah,
jaded.
I hear you. That girl Anna.
Shut up.
That's
my
some.
boo.
Oh,
That's
you
love.
hate me right now, right? That's
that's
some
my-
love right there, brother.
I like
That's
where
some
you're going.
love right there.
Up top.
See, it doesn't have to be about sex, brother. It ain't
Gotta
gotta
be
be
about
about
love.
sex.
Leave
It's gotta
Booger
be
Bear out of this.
Oh, fucking hate.
Remember you said that because that'll come
Oh,
up
are you serious?
next
Remember?
couple. No. Because if that ever comes up again, I just want to say, Mike said, remember love. It's not
I
about
did
sex.
say that.
It's about love.
I did say that.
All right, my man. Go ahead, Eddie. Final thought.
People who lack masculinity, men in general, obviously, men who
Yes.
lack masculinity beat their wives.
Yes.
Men who lack masculinity sexually assault victims in hospitals.
Cheat
Agreed.
on their women.
Men who lack masculinity kick women in the face just because they don't support abortion. Happened. Look it up.
Yep.
Masculinity, in my opinion, does not exist on this spectrum where some of it is toxic and some of it is not. There is masculinity and there is you pathetic piece of shit.
Play Red Dead Redemption 2, people. There's masculinity right there.
All right.
And the idea, here's the thing, the idea that femininity somehow is equates
Weak.
to weak.
It's weak. Exactly. As soon as you said
Say that word
femininity,
again.
Weak. It
Thank you.
doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't symbolize that, people. It
No.
does not.
No, because first of all, I don't know if you've ever seen like an animal in the wild defend their children. There's nothing weak about that.
No, there is
A
none.
a woman species will defend harder.
A woman lion will tear you
Exactly.
to
You to
shreds.
shreds.
Oh, before a man.
Thank
a man,
you.
A male species be like, "What the fuck's going on over there?" A woman fucking be, "You fucking my child? You fuck? I'm gonna fuck you up."
I
Right.
appreciate that.
So the idea, and I think this is where the whole gender identity thing is coming about, is you're associating who you are with something negative or weak or oppressed or oppressive. Like, obviously, there are men that have bought into this shit that they are oppressors.
Can I say this?
You can.
Women are actually stronger than men in that aspect. Humans.
Yes.
Because I have seen many women walk away with their child from an abusive woman than
Mhm.
I have a man with their child walk away from an abusive woman.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
So that is very, very strong.
I think that also has a lot to do with the fact that, again, they'll view that as something as weak.
Exactly.
no, it's
right
not
to your
weak.
point.
You're,
you
you're
know?
being
No,
stronger.
but leading right to Ed's point is my point.
I
Because
like it.
and I think this is where we do fail sometimes as people, where like have you ever sat your kid down and say, listen, if you might get with this fucked up girl, and like you need to know what your priorities are, and you know the nurturing aspect. Like, you got kids, the kids are number one. If she's no good, you know it's going to be tough. The system is
That's a great question.
The system is
That
stacked
is.
against you, but you have to do the right thing.
Every
How
stage
many
woman
times have
happy.
you said to yourself, "Oh man, if a woman was raping me, that would be cool"? Would it?
Okay, now I have to really temper
Think about
this.
that. No, think about that.
I look at, you know what, as a goof, I've said this about
right,
the-
exactly.
Wait, you see all these teachers that are being put up on Facebook,
Mhm.
and they're gorgeous, I'm like, where were these teachers when I was in high school? Everyone looked like fucking Uncle Fester. But now, all these hot teachers are banging these kids.
But they're still abusing them.
I get it, and that's where I have
Exactly.
to stop myself because I'm the father of a daughter. I am the stepfather to
What
a
if
daughter.
that was your son? What if that was your son that was getting up? You think about that now, man.
You know, I've thought about that, and what I have to say is, I would be. There's a part of me, the man part of me, that would go, "Rock on, kid," and then
But
there's the other
then
part that says, "You
he's
got
being
violated."
abused, right?
Violated.
He's not. He's being taken advantage of.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. You got to frame it from this perspective because there's a good chance your son's going to be like, I nailed the hot teacher. You know, anything to call you a hypocrite because
But he
of Van
doesn't
Halen,
know
opera
he's
teacher,
being
blah, blah.
taken advantage
Wait,
of.
no. Why do you bring the good goddamn name of Van Halen into this? You rat
Because
bastard.
it was Van Halen.
It's
baby.
toxic.
Shut up, Mike.
Because it's toxic.
Shut up, Mike.
But
was
no,
1984.
that's the kind of shit a kid will bring up. If
I get
if
it.
you try to lecture him, like, oh, come on, I heard your songs.
Yeah.
You're like, I got it bad. I had it bad, Dad.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to frame the conversation with them. Listen, okay, you're not a victim per se, but she is a victimizer.
Right.
Yes.
You cannot
She
consent
is
to
wise
that kind of relationship.
beyond you, son. She knows
Right.
how to play the words, and you don't know what these words mean.
It's different if your 16-year-old hooks up with a random 18-year-old
That's
in the eyes of the law. When they're your teacher,
It's
Th-
different.
There's
clear.
a trust.
she has
There's
Not only
she's
a
in
trust,
position
but
of
there's a
authority.
hierarchy.
Right.
She's in a position of authority.
Right.
And it goes
Just like
both
you were
ways.
saying, yeah.
He, it goes both ways.
Yep,
When you're
I've
in a-
seen it.
Even if you're a softball coach, you
You're,
can't.
you're
You're in a
taught to
position of
respect.
authority.
There's no way.
A
And-
good parent teaches you to respect authority.
I'm sure there's some scumbag out there.
Oh, of course. There was
But-
just a story recently about a coach right around here who was a male coach who was propositioning other male players on the opposing team, and he got sent up. He's on trial right now.
So
Bad for business.
you gotta. Sometimes it's not a question of, get my gun. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker because she's sitting there crying. But you're gonna have to frame it sometimes with, listen, you might not have had a problem with this. You might even think, there's probably a girl that thinks she's a fucking hero for banging
Yeah.
a teacher. But you guys listen, you are not old enough to consent to that kind of relationship.
Hello. Indiana
and
Jones.
not only have you in
Last Crusade.
yeah, not only have you those are college kids though. But I see your point.
Hurry up! I got some plugs.
But you gotta say, I'm like, listen, by doing what you did, not only did you endanger yourself, you've endangered that school.
Yes.
You've endangered the kids that go to that school
Yes.
now. There's going to be a nonstop media circus. There's more to it than just the fact that you slept with a hot teacher.
The town, the hierarchy.
Have you guys
everything
learned
along.
anything today? Seriously, we need femininity. We need masculinity.
Yes, we do.
We need people to act like people in 2019. Chris, take it away.
Okay, well, next week we are bringing back one of our favorite guests. He will be sitting right here in Valhalla Underground Studio. We will get an extra chair. It is the big red moron himself, and I say that with all the love of my heart because he will say, I am the big red moron. Big ENC, Ian Cunningham, is debuting.
Obviously, he thinks that fucking 95.6 or
No,
Chaz
was
and
it
AJ.
PLR?
Yeah, Chaz
PLR ain't
and
got
AJ is gonna
shit.
save his life.
We got him, and he's
Stop.
coming here. He's
Stop.
debuting his
Chaz
song.
and AJ is lame.
If you saw Just Slants, if you saw the Amendola song, if you saw Brady Bring Me Closer, they blew up million hits. He's our friend, and he's coming here, and we're going to play his new song that debuts later tonight. He hasn't told me what it is. He hasn't told me what
You
it's
haven't told
about.
anybody yet.
No, but it's debuting later tonight. So when that drops and it gets a million hits by next week, he's sitting right here because he's our friend. We're also going to talk about, I want the guys, I know Mike will do his homework, and he'll probably do
I
it.
really want him to do a sad, sad Jet song.
You know what would be better? Do a Saints song.
No, he keeps doing Patriot songs.
I know, but it's the area
He's a
he's
Jets
from.
fan.
We're going to bring it out.
He's a Jets
We'll
fan.
bring it out next week.
I want a sad like we just talked about it today.
Yeah.
The mouse Fievel.
Yeah.
American Tail.
American Tail.
That sad the sad song. I want a sad jet song from you, like American
We'll
Tail.
bring it up next
I
week
want
when
I
Ian's
want it.
here. And I'm going to email Ian when this show is over. Next week, our side topic is choose your WWE 2019 Hall of Fame class. Nobody's been announced. If they announce somebody, ignore it. They're not on our list. So let's say next week they say Adrian Adonis is on the list. Adrian Adonis can't be on your list. They haven't announced anybody.
Too late.
Why? Because he's on my list too, dude. Fuck it. You get 5 single wrestlers and 1 tag team. That's your Hall of Fame class. We're all going to bring it to the table, just like we did the XFL. And don't forget the Basement Quest. Have you done anything with the Basement Quest?
I got a video I'm getting ready to send to him.
Nice.
About
C&J
Arthur Morgan and
beautiful. I
yep,
can't wait
yep,
to watch it. I all the stuff I've watched that you've done
and
is
I got
amazing.
like 3 actual fucking 40 games I've actually recorded on my phone.
Don't forget C&J Speed Review every 2 weeks up until Speed Weeks. Then we're going weekly until November. Last week, Joey Ternullo was fantastic. I love that guy. I got to get Loki a beer, but I'm going to take the microphone with me so I can finish my point. See how I work? I work hard for this gimmick. And when I say gimmick, I mean the gimmick in the can. Don't forget the C&J Speed Review. If you're a NASCAR fan or if you know a NASCAR fan, point them in the right direction. We just finished recording bumpers for My Journey with Music, and Loki, to your surprise, you get a special song on this week's episode.
Yay!
And if I'm doing my math right, either week 2 or week 3, you get another song. Because I take care of those who take care of me. Next week, we introduce Producer's Choice, which means Eddie, who has to sit through all this music he may or may not love, is going to choose 2 songs every week that I have to listen to because I always listen back. I listen to this. I listen to C&J Speed Review. I watch your show. I watch his shows. Whenever something comes up, we're going to have fun. And if you have suggestions, please send them in. Join the Facebook page. Past that, don't forget WrestleMania April 7th will be at the Deck in Westbrook, Connecticut. Tim Silvestri has gladly opened his doors to us once again, and we will have more information as WrestleMania comes closer.
Try the wings. You'll fucking
without
love
question.
them. Oh, and
you missed some great wings the other night, by the way.
And the clam chowder. These guys didn't even want to try the clam chowder, and then I'm sitting there. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
You kind of were on the fence.
Bullshit. You come over.
You
you're
kind
like,
of were
you're
on
like,
the fence.
What do you got? And I said clam chowder. You're like, is it good?
Oh,
and
they
I
make
was like,
the best.
you better order this
The
clam
best.
chowder. It is the fucking
The
jam.
first time we did the Deck, I had the clam chowder, so when you ordered it, I knew.
It came with your goddamn Fish Delight fucking thing.
I know, that big-ass thing I got. You're damn right. That's why I ordered it the second SummerSlam. But this is WrestleMania, kids, and this year,
Brock Lesnar.
the Brock Lesnar of trivia is sitting out with the fans while this man does the trivia. I'm doing the answering.
I thought you were saying that was a Brock Lesnar.
No, the Brock Lesnar of trivia has to answer now to the Brock Lesnar of trivia questions. I'm going to be out there, and we're hoping by this time to have the championship
and
belt.
It will be based on WrestleMania.
Which means I got to do my homework because there was an 8-year gap for me.
Yep.
1 through, say, 24, I'm all about it. 24 to 32, I'm a retard trying to wash his own socks.
I hate acknowledging that there's that many of them.
I know.
I think I stopped at 4.
What year is it going to be this year? I think it's 35, if I'm not
I haven't
mistaken.
checked, but I think you might be right.
34?
I don't know, but we got to wrap this up.
Okay, do it.
All right.
Guys, thank you all each and every week for subscribing, loving, and if you guys have a chance, make sure you hit that bell, which is
Next to
here.
the notification. Subscribe. Notification bell.
Right over here.
subscribe.
If you're watching, right over here.
Notification
Yes.
bell, yeah, it's somewhere over here. And then share. If you know, and not share the singer. If you know somebody, see, that's good. I like
Oh
that.
my God.
If you know somebody that likes sports, if you know somebody that just likes debauchery like what we do, Share it, man. That's all we ask. Because you know what? One episode could turn them on, and that's a new listener for us.
That's all it takes.
all we need. I don't care if you just share one time or a bazillion times. That's what we need.
And if you listen on iTunes, please leave a review.
Absolutely.
Thank
And
you.
if you want to go to our website, LokiandJabroni.com, there is a spot where it says support the show. There's affiliate links. There's
Please
our
support the
Patreon.
show.
You can buy from Amazon, which you
He
already
broke
do.
into the wild turkey
I did,
because y'all didn't support the show.
but I'll buy a new bottle.
But you
for
didn't
that.
support the show, so he broke into it. He had a bad day, and he broke into it.
It was a
And if
real
you-
bad day.
And if you would have supported the show,
I wouldn't have done that.
no, you could have, but it wouldn't have been there because we would have already drank
Go to
it.
the
That's my
WWE
point.
site. Go to Amazon. Go to the monthly club. Go to the T-shirt site, which is what is it?
CafePress.com.
Not only that, but the
Loki
one with all the '80s tees is at TVstore.com.
Oh, the TVstore.com. Yeah. Get
One
your
of my favorite
shows.
sites. If I had expendable
Alf,
income, I'd buy so
Transformers,
much.
Fucking Thundercats,
Beavis and Butthead,
Silverhawks.
Scarface,
There's some great
Rocky.
fucking shit there, dude.
So much that you could do to support the
Oh!
show.
Before I leave, before we all leave,
You have a full beer. You're not going anywhere.
no, they just started recording Godzilla versus King fucking Kong.
It's going to be amazing.
It's happening,
gonna be
people.
amazing.
It's fucking happening. My man boner is like this right
It's the
now.
rematch.
Oh, it's so fucking awesome.
Well,
It's
guys,
a grudge
we
match.
love you. We
of
fucking
last
love you
century.
guys so much. Please make sure you subscribe and you share us and you fucking go on beyond that. And we'll see you live at the deck
April
for
7th.
WrestleMania.
Send them out, Ed.
Have a good night.